Here's the thing. And then I think we are good. And then if you want to check it, I think you can go to you're gonna have to ignore the delay, but I think we're live. We've been live for 20 seconds. So yo yo yo, welcome to another sequential stream. Mark Sequence, special guest, Tech Unravel. He's actually in Romania. It's pretty far away. But before we get into that, shout out to you for joining me. Shout out to everyone in the chat or everyone who will be in the chat. Hopefully, I got to tweet this and remember to tweet it. I didn't do that last time. And also, of course, the replay crew. I appreciate you guys. Let's see how long I can hang in for, or how this is a test to see how good the internet is in Romania. So, oh, we got our first. Here we go. Now it's a party. Ace Rocks Tech. What's happening, man? Let's see. Let me put yo, yo, yo. Let's see if I can get that to stick. All right. So Ace, check it out. Apparently Romania has internet. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm finding out here too myself.
Do
That's
you
pretty
want
cool.
my first words to be something bad?
And no matter, it's the internet, man. You can say whatever you want.
I think I have better internet than you, so I'll start with that.
Probably. Let's see here. Better internet, or maybe I have well, you probably have less tabs open, which reminds me maybe I should close some.
Yeah, but I'm using my iPad and I'm actually on beta, and I don't know if it works that great. I'm waiting now for next week to get the official iOS 15,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah, yeah.
let's see.
I have the beta on the iPad as well. And then I think the title, what did we put for the title? That you think the fold and the flip are dumb? Or are we here to clear that up?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm an old Samsung fan, so well, not old fan, old user, but I'm still a fan to be honest.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
And actually, let's bring the camera up.
Just working, thought I would listen and chime in for some good jokes. Oh, we're into the face
There you
reveal.
go.
Look at that, see?
There you go.
So he is a person. He's not a bot. Not an android that takes apart. I know you have your artwork in the back. For those of you who aren't familiar, Tech Unravel gives what's your slogan? Giving tech new
Giving meaning to old tech. I think
giving
it was like that.
new meaning to old tech. I'll remember to link your channel. Or I think if I open it up, right, will I do that? Or what's your URL? Is it just is it
Yeah,
did you
you have already the, yeah, I switched it, so you have the Tech Unravel after youtube.com, so it's working. You can do that after 100 subscribers,
the
and
tech
I've done it.
like that? I hope here. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Is that correct? Do you see it yet?
Yeah, that should be it. Let's see if it's
Oh damn!
working.
Did I
Yeah,
not?
it's working.
Oh
Great job, Mark. You did something.
well, I'm gonna remember to tweet it. So here, let's do. Let me put a thing here. He's like, you never said what time you're going live on Twitter. Oops, I could have sworn. Well, here's the important thing, Oscar. You're here
You
at my
click on it.
so they know at least. Wow.
Yeah, I
Wow.
just retweeted just now,
Yeah.
so
Like,
people can see. Well, my
oop,
subscribers, my followers. I don't have too many.
sure, sure, sure. Yo, 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 Oscar. Were you only came into well, thanks for telling me that. I forgot to I didn't tweet out when I was doing it last time, but I think you did tweet it out, Sylvia, and then I believe um Sharkfin tweeted it out for me, and I think he may have mentioned it to Barry too. And I think Barry, I don't remember if I said thank you. Thanks to Barry for the support too. He's always, if you've seen him also in the chats, he'll when we say hey, what's up to everybody, what's up to the chat, but then you know Barry, when I see him, I'll say Barry. When he sees me, Mark or Oscar or Ace. So good people all the way around.
Good gang, good gang.
Then I promised that I would have some of this. some of the supposedly finest light beer. What does it say? It even says superior light beer. Uh, deal's a deal. A promise is a promise.
Yeah, I already started. Well, I have my Uncharted 4 mug here.
Well, cheers to you, my friend. Thanks for doing this
Cheers,
too.
Mark. Sure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Barry is the shit. Oh, you had to separate that, Oscar. Barry, and then suspenseful is the shit. He is. We love him here. And so, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Cheers to you. Romania is a pretty gorgeous place. From
How do you know that?
even just I was gonna say the limited what I've seen in your. I know you have a drone, so you're able to give us a nice perspective there in some of your videos. And I think the your wife's channel, the new travel channel too. I subscribe to that. So
Yeah, thank
keep
you.
keep the content coming. Yeah, no, I remember even just from a few photos that you've shared with me and Twitter that you guys have grass over there too, which is nice, and some tents or like huts, the like that little that like a romantic dome,
Yeah, tents. Yeah, it's called glamping.
that
This kind of
thing.
thing. Yeah,
That looks really
yeah. It's something that started a couple of years ago in Romania. It's like bonding with the nature. So yeah, well, 5 o'clock. Well, here it's what is it? 9 p.m. already. So
yeah.
I'm okay.
It's 11 in the morning here. That's right. It's 12. Is it 12 hours exactly? You said 11 p.m. or it's almost 11 p.m.
Oh, 9 p.m.
Oh, 9 p.m. Sorry.
Yeah.
You should sell those artworks, says Orod.
Yeah, that was the plan. Every time I'm planning to do one, I say, okay, this isn't a device that I really want to keep, and I will sell it. But then after I see it made, I don't really want to do that anymore. But yeah, these are only a couple of them. I think less than half what I have here because it's getting too crowded. So for sure I'll sell some of them, but I still have a couple of to give back because some of my friends gave me some old devices that didn't work anymore, and I turned those around. But yeah, didn't get the chance to meet those guys to give them back to.
You gonna ask for them back, or what happened there? What happens when you borrow something from a Romanian and don't give it back? Nothing.
You don't want to find out.
This guy. Okay. So I got the tweet going. I got you going. Your internet seems pretty stable, so that's
Yeah,
good.
good internet, I told you.
Tech living mom. Hey, thanks for coming again. I almost missed this again because after I did get some shut eye, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot that I promised the internet that I'm gonna do this, and well, more importantly to you. So again, thanks for being here. Thanks for waking me up. I think
Sure, you got
that
me
was
worried for a bit because I never tested this out, and I was curious how it will work out and if my lighting and camera it's okay. I
yeah.
planned it to have it on my MacBook, but for some reason didn't want to start, and now I'm using the iPad. But it's okay. It looks good.
We had 2 minutes of testing. I think is what happened here. Right before we jumped in, few minutes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot
exactly.
because what I'm doing is I have the 48 hours straight. This guy. You should sleep more. Stop hosting clubhouse rooms for 48 hours straight. Hey, that's the beauty of it is that people keep it going. I'm not responsible for that. I don't need to shut down a room. It's the internet. I thought you of all people, Oscar, would know freedom and all that American stuff and French fries and what have you. Um, and you interrupted me. What would you interrupt me with a comment, dude? I have a guest, okay? Let's be mindful of that. I did forget what I was gonna say. It'll come back to me. But let's see. So
We
you
were talking about the testing. Only a couple
test
of minutes of testing.
right. So firing up this thing when I even when you were like, "Hey, are we still testing?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I forgot because I have two of them. Technically, I'm here in the background. Let's see if I can add the second one. It's
You
gonna
do.
be
Yeah,
yeah.
see, I
I
don't
don't like
like that.
mute the
Two
microphone
mics.
one. Yeah, and then I don't know. That's just a bad look. So I have the MacBook Pro again, mid 2012. So this thing is 8, 9 even, right? When it was from when it was produced, over 9 years old. And yes, it's got Intel inside. And this thing took minutes, minutes worth to even to turn on and then fire up and
I
then
noticed.
allow me to select my yeah to allow me to select my own profile. And after I selected it, the keys, the keyboard wasn't awake or connected, so I still had to clickety clack that. Then I open up, same thing happened because I'm so used to using Safari. I opened up Safari, and with that, it's like you can go to StreamYard and do all of the stuff, but I think when you're gonna, I think just shy of actually going live or adding people, I think it says, "Oh, it doesn't work in Safari. Try something else." So
I did that. I tried it as well because it said on my MacBook it didn't want to work in Chrome. It just loaded, but that at some point it just stopped. And in Safari, yeah, it doesn't want to work at all.
and then
That's why I wanted to test it before.
yeah, yeah, which
You
we
got me scared.
I said that we did. I would promise you that we were gonna test it, and then we have Primpin and Easy in the building, saying what's up to everybody. Hey, Primmy, thanks for coming.
Hey, Primi.
Oh yeah. And then even opening up Chrome, it was that same laggy cycle of a minute and a half, 2 minutes to even just get the main homepage of Google open. And then I would go up to the bar to address bar to tap it 10 seconds for it to just load up. I'm like, geez, man, I cannot wait for the M1X. That's
Yeah,
not just
exactly. Probably
like
you're waiting for that one.
the that thing of even instant on. That's like I don't use this thing often, but just even right now, like compared to, I mean, Apple Silicon has been inside the iPhones and iPads since basically forever. You just open this thing, an iPad from wake it from sleep. That's on immediately, instantly.
Yeah, and I only have a M1 Mac Mini, but I don't really usually shut down it, so it works fine. I don't know if this whole sleeping, waking for sleeping, it's really fast or not. But yeah, overall, I really like it. It's my first personal Mac, so I really enjoy it. So I'm happy with it. At some point, probably I'll get a MacBook as well, but let's see. Depends on prices and what I'll have at that point. But I'm planning to do that.
Yeah, definitely price. I think even going off the rumors, they said it prices should stay at or near where they're at, maybe $100, higher starting for. I know they're taking out the what is it, the OLED touch bar, but they're adding mini LED and ports, and it's new, a redesign. So
Yeah, I don't know. I know people don't really like the touch bar, but I have it on my MacBook from work. It's not my personal one, but I actually really like it. I use it daily. So I'm a bit sad that they will remove it, but I know that the general opinion is not that great. So yeah, what can you do? I'm fine with that. But I'll use it while I have it, so that's fine.
yeah, and like say with the new stuff that's coming out, I would say take advantage of the return policies. That's what they're for. You get something, try load up your programs, or go to all of your so whatever you would normally use it for, use it like that, and then uh the last day. I don't know what's return policies over there, because I know over here they're as short as I believe 14 days, and then sometimes you can get it extended. Say if you spend X amount of dollars, like within a year, I think at Best Buy, you can get
Yeah,
that basically tripled, more than tripled. So from 14 days to 45 days, even that you could try something out, and then get a full refund still within that time frame.
yeah. Well, in Europe, I think I hope I'm not mistaken. I think it's generally in Europe. You have 14 days for everything that you buy. So most of the stores have that, but this applies mostly for the not so common ones. The regular places where I buy stuff, especially electronics and stuff like that, they have 30 days, all of them. So
Okay,
I think I only bought once a device, like it was a Magic Mouse that my wife actually bought for my birthday, but I wanted to return it because I didn't plan to use it. And they had 14 days because it was a different kind of store. But usually you have 30 days, but you do have a main one. It's a joke here in Romania that at some point maybe they will be bought by Amazon because we don't have Amazon, the store here.
gotcha.
So that main store now even made a paid service. You pay really, it's really cheap. It's like 25. dollars for year per year, and you get something extra. And one of the benefits, you get 60 days. The return policy is for 60
Oh,
days, and you also get same day shipping if you buy it before lunchtime and stuff like that. So that's pretty sweet. I usually buy from them just because of these reasons.
I think it was a Travis MCP video, at least for where I first heard it. The Amazon renewed that there were some, I don't know if it's certain phones, yes, or if if you get lucky and you can buy one of these where they offer up to a full year, not just for the warranty, but for the return policy. So I could get, I think, I don't remember exactly the phone it was, but just for, an old phone, like I don't know, like a 7 or an 8. Again, I definitely am running on very, very little sleep, but for example, like I mean, just imagine that even like a 7, you can get an iPhone 7 with a full warranty and full support. And that means I guess Amazon's equivalent for tech support or whoever, however they do it, maybe third party or in house. But 12 months from now, as long as it's like to the day or sooner, I can go and take it back and get 100% refund just and say, check the box that says, oh, I didn't like it, or change my mind, or uh, well, it's not for me, Hey, I used it for 12 months, like your return policy said, and let me do it. Give me all my money back. Let's try an iPhone 8 this time instead of the 7 or the, you know, 10R or whatever, But by that time, right? One more additional year,
Yeah, one more.
who knows, maybe I could get, I don't know if you get less time as you go newer, which would make sense to me, kind of like a tapered like tiers system. Like if you want the iPhone 11, you can get maybe 6 months or 3 months return
Okay, gotcha.
policy, but also you would have to pay more for it, obviously, because they would carry that premium being a newer phone or whatever. But so that was interesting. I thought that was neat. And I wonder how long until they change it, because I'm sure maybe YouTubers, for example, right, would abuse that.
Yeah, we
Not,
take advantage. Yeah.
yeah, take it, not just to get their hands on a new phone for content, but like say if that's their, if say they love it and they're like, well, shoot, I have 12 months to test this phone out. Like, why wouldn't I use it for
And especially in this community, you'll get really bored very quick, and you can just return it after a couple of months. So that's nice to have. I never heard of something similar in Romania. I may be wrong, but I don't think we have something like that here.
That's the first time I heard of something like that, like longer than even like usually with almost everything else with any other company, it is 30 days, like with the receipt or within the um, maybe if you buy it and they have to ship it to you, it's 30 days from the day you receive it. Sometimes you can swing that. Sometimes they'll say, no, 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 you bought it on this day, so maybe
Okay.
you'll have to push back a little. See over technician, yo yo yo, thanks for coming in. Peace
Hey,
to
how's it
that.
going?
What about to my guest? What about Sylvia? What about the country of Romania? You not peace to Romania, huh? See over? No, I'm messing with you. We'll talk more about Alice right after this. Yeah, yeah, his Travis's signature thing. I like how he does his where he asks to do all the YouTube stuff and then he's like, but for now, let's just get back to the video. And then, I'm like, this like what a professional that guy is, so polished. Um so it's like I said, with usually it's 30 days for anything. But for electronics, they cut that in half, or less than half, because 14 days. That's able to be 28, not 30 or 31. When you can kind of argue again, if you ask them like, well, that like the receipt says this day, but there's some months have 31 days, so give me the extra day. But the less than half if it's an electronic device, which is weird because most of the larger ticket items, or when someone is going to spend 500, 6, 7 or more, 1,000, 1,200, $1,500. I mean, you now, if I go to Best Buy and I get a Fold 3, right? That's almost $2,000 even, and
Yeah.
I don't get that 30 days if I'm just a regular person, or if I don't shop a lot, spend a lot of money at Best Buy. It's 14 days instead of 30. If I were to buy like $100 earbuds, it's actually it's the same thing. So what's an example, like a cup, like say like a Super Mario cup or shot glass or toy, that's 30 days, but a $2,000 phone is not. And not to make it seem like I'm digging on Best Buy, I know it's like an industry standard that electronics have a shorter return policy, but um if you
Yeah,
do,
and they know that people will benefit for this. They will take advantage of it, and probably that's why.
I think so
So
too.
I can understand that, but yeah, I know it's kind of sad that for other things you get more than that, but in some way I understand why they are doing that because people I know for sure that they will take advantage of this.
Well, you're less likely to return a $10 figurine
Exactly. Yeah.
or cup or mug or whatever item than you are $1,000 or $2,000 cell phone. But get going from 14 to 30 and then even 45, like with Best Buy, which is again not ragging on them, love that they do that. You get double or triple what someone else would get normally at I don't know, Target or Walmart. That's what we have over here. I don't know what the equivalent. If you want to give the shout out to the stores that you have over there, where would you normally go for? Well, are you familiar with like Target or at all, or like Western
Yeah, of course.
big
I know it.
chain? Do you guys have
I
Target?
follow
Or,
you people, so I know how the things are
oh,
happening there.
all right.
I know about US, don't know about Romania, so that's cool. Yeah, I know. And I mentioned to you before, I have a cousin that now he's living in US, and
Yeah.
well, before the whole pandemic, he usually tried to come once per year in Romania for holiday. And I always had a big list with stuff to buy for me. And at some point, I said, okay, I'll just look for the stuff that I want. So I was browsing all these websites for Target, for uh, Best Buy, and whatnot. So all of them, I knew all of them, and I knew the prices. I even got some Black Friday deals at some point. So yeah,
Yeah.
I know how that works.
But you don't believe in Black Friday. Why should you benefit from the discounts? Hmm?
Why
That's
should I believe?
that's
Who
a
said
that's
I
a
don't believe in Black Friday?
that's a made up American go spend money holiday. That's like a
Yeah,
fake
I
holiday.
don't care if it's the day after Black Friday, they'll still take the advantage of that one, so I don't care.
All
And
right.
actually, I don't think it was exactly in the Friday. I think it was on Tuesday when I saw that the price for that laptop that I bought. I was checking the before the websites to see if they already published something. And Best Buy, I think it was, they already put a like a flyer on the website with stuff that they will sell the next day. And I already told my cousin, hey, look, this one I want it. Go and check it out. And he found it in the store directly. So yeah, I'm familiar with that.
You know, Silvio Tegro. I can call you Silvio, right? I mean, I know you.
Yeah,
I
sure, sure.
know what your name is. Where was I? You know, Silvio, you might be more American than you think, than you let off. The way you deflected the hey, it's the day after, if it's a week after, I'm gonna take advantage of it. If they still have the sale, if the coupon code works, and checkout still, if they have inventory, I guess, do it, man. Yeah, I mean, stuff is for buying. Buy stuff.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that was pretty American, pretty Western of you. Careful that your relatives or the government of Romania, if they're watching, they may revoke your citizenship.
Nah, I think it's for Romania it's the same. So we should try to take advantage if we can. So why
Sales and
not?
saving money and shopping. So shopping's pretty big. I mean, you have a drone. Glamping, that's another thing. I'm sure that's not cheap. So sound
No, it wasn't. Yeah. Well, we did have something to celebrate. It was my 6 year anniversary with my wife.
oh,
But yeah, we try to do a lot of stuff. I think we're good. We can buy stuff. We're not in the same level as you guys because you have a lot of stores and websites where you can buy. And
yeah,
sometimes I struggle with the main things. You can find them in a lot of stores, and even with a drone because you mentioned it, I could choose from like 3 or 4 really big shops, and I bought the one where it was cheapest. But yeah, at some point, I don't know with whom I was discussing on Twitter because of my filming, and I do mostly, top-down shots. And I wanted to something for my B-rolls, and I know there's some boards like I don't know, square boards,
right,
and you
yeah.
can put one on the bottom and one, then I could just film it. And those I was struggling to find them, and I'm still struggling to find them in Romania.
I think
I cannot
there's
find them anywhere.
I think, I mean, obviously, getting something from here to there, shipping is going to cost, arm and a leg,
Yeah.
but you have, luckily 2 arms and 2 legs, right, in Romania. So,
Yeah, well,
shout
I
out
don't
to
need to.
shout out to Technology. Thanks for coming in, man. Saying hello to everybody. What's up, C Ove?
Hey.
Uh, was that a typo or is that a cool nickname that you have for C Ova the technician Ace? High technology. I hear it when I read it. I hear it in her voice. You heard Premi's voice before, right? Yes, with the
Yeah,
I forget exactly Mississippi, I think is where she says she's from. But don't let it fool you.
that I
As
don't know.
innocent
Don't
as it
remember.
sounds, she'll end the room quick with laughter, which is good. We like that. And I think earlier, yeah, American flag. See, so she was supporting you too. She welcomed you. I mean,
Yeah,
depending who
give
you
it to
talk to,
Myra.
depending who you are, depending who you talk to, depending on the time of day, you may get welcomed. Surprisingly, from America or Americans. The thing here I was mentioning earlier, typo. Huh, yeah, nice save.
Yeah, I was looking
Uh,
for Romanian flag, but I cannot find it in my emojis at least.
so you have emojis in Romania? That's cool.
Yeah, we copied them from you.
I'm learning something every day here. I wanted to say you sort of blew past. I don't know if you heard me when I said congratulations on your 6 years. So I can also
Yeah, thank you.
I wanted to use the sound effects, so I thought that was a good time as any.
And I stole it for you. Okay, go ahead. I will allow it.
I'm saying congratulations to you guys for 6 years. Hopefully you get at least six more. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good
come on, come on.
double it.
Pump,
You know,
pump those numbers up.
yeah, six. What's triple? Like 18, 18 years. How long do Romanians live?
I don't know. Depends. 80, 90,
Because I
even
think
more maybe.
damn, over here, last time I checked over here, like if you can touch 80, I think you're doing okay. But I haven't looked at
Mm,
those numbers in a long time, and I don't want to think about it. I'm getting closer and closer every every cheeseburger, right?
you're younger than me, so. Ah, well,
Well,
yeah, with that part, yeah.
I can I can have an aneurysm right now or something. That takes people all the time, and I'm awake. That would suck. I what they
You need to get more
I'm
sleep,
sure
you know.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure all death sucks in its own way, but I mean, don't a lot of people say, let me die in my sleep, right?
So
I
what?
mean, would you rather die asleep or awake?
Ah, sleep. I don't know. I don't want to think about it, to be honest.
You
Well,
want to
let's
change
say maybe sleep because apparently I was calm at that point, so
it
who
here?
knows?
So this making you uncomfortable, Sylvia? You
No,
want to talk about
no, no. But
the
I haven't considered it. But now, because you asked, yeah, probably in my sleep. Because if I say being awake, maybe I can just be hit by a car, so that counts
Yeah,
as well.
that
So
that was the example I was gonna go for, but I was like, man, that would require me going downstairs, getting inside of a car, and going into the street, right? A car could hit me even as I'm backing out, boom, or a car could come up, I guess, over the curb and hit me while I'm trying to get into a car. But then I was like, I was too lazy even in that moment. I'm like, brain aneurysm. I'm like, well, you can, or your heart can pop too, right? Your heart's like, you know, fuck it, I'm done, which is
yeah,
okay. You can cuss on here because I think I checked the box and I'm like, hey, no kids. So
no kids. Okay, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah,
But
no,
we do
no.
have beer, so
Yeah, that too. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I should have set something up for that rather than take the take my turn to talk for not talking. Technology notices here, and he added you in case you missed this in chat. So he added you so
yeah,
you
I'm
would
checking
see.
the chat, but I'm
He says I
checking
didn't.
you too
He
often,
said,
so
I,
that's
I
not
didn't
good.
realize that was your teardown collection on the wall. That's sick. See, I told you that it was
Yeah, it
sick.
is.
What you do
Well,
is pretty neat thing. So
I
when are you
have
gonna
a
put?
few other here, so for example, but yeah, you cannot really. Well,
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's the opposite of what you think it is what they say here. Which again, like with everything, right? America is backwards. They use Fahrenheit. They use
mm,
pounds. La la la. And I'm like, you know what?
screw metric.
Europe,
Yeah, I know.
the EU, the European Union uses pounds too. So not just
No,
us. Yeah, they do.
only UK. You mean
Money
UK?
only really euros only work
Yeah.
in the UK.
No, you said pounds. Pounds in it's in UK. Euro, yeah,
Oh,
in general. We don't have
I
it
thought
in
it,
Romania,
I thought
but
that was slang. So that's what is that? British sterling pounds. Okay,
British
yeah,
pounds, yeah.
I told you. Definitely need
Lira,
to
I
get.
don't know. Yeah, it was
I definitely
that's
need
what.
to get more sleep, but that's beside the point. And then I think Ace is
Hey, Ace, thank you.
trying to win some
You
some
found it.
points there. Just one would have been enough, Ace. You don't think that the flag of Romania can stand on its own? in just one emoji. I'm not even Romanian, but I'm offended. I expected better from you,
No,
and
I'll take it. Thanks, Ace. Screw this
okay.
guy. No, don't
All right.
listen to him.
Moving on. Ted. Ted in the
Ted,
building.
how's it going?
Yo, man. Thanks for being in the refill room, like the early edition. I forgot what I named it. What I named it. Back to reality, because as you know, well, maybe you don't know. So my apologies, Sylvia, that in the US we have holidays. So sometimes we have a celebration, and the celebration is, don't go to work or don't do nothing unless you are a teenager, I think, because most like teenager jobs, food service, and like you said, we love
Yeah,
shopping,
someone has to
so
work, yeah.
stores, someone's gonna do it. Either if you hate your family, don't have a family, or like money, because you'll get more money,
Yeah,
holiday
indeed.
pay, right? If you're smart, at least. If you sometimes they'll be like, no, regular hours, just come, so always check your check, for that. But he
Yeah,
showed up.
I did that. I did both ways. My first job was I worked in shifts, so it not necessarily I asked for it to work on holidays, but yeah, sometimes depending on my luck, I could work, and yeah, I got paid extra, and yeah, now I don't do that anymore. Whenever it's a holiday, I have a day off, so that's fine. I understand, yeah, you get extra money, but at some
If
point,
you want it.
after an age,
Yeah, yeah,
money
yeah.
is not that important
I
anymore.
mean, do they? I mean, you don't look like much older than I am, at least in like maybe not like in life, but I mean like with work experience, because I've been working. I'll be 30 in December, and by that birthday I will officially have been working half my life. So I as soon as I could get a job, I'm like, hey, I
Yeah,
don't, they'll give me money. They'll give me money. Okay, I'll do it.
why not? Yeah,
I'll go to McDonald's. McDonald's was my first job. I think it's a lot of kids' first job, and I mean it's a good place. I mean, if you really want to work at it, put in the
yeah, to earn
time
some money. Yeah,
and learn, they'll teach you. They have this thing called I think it's Hamburger U, which is HU Hamburger University, and basically the ins and outs of what it would take to run, manage, and then basically you rinse and repeat, run and manage one McDonald's, run and manage two of them, three, five, 10, a region of them or what have you. So you
yeah,
can really they'll set you up on that track, which I thought was real interesting. But also, I'm like, hey, maybe let me try a few other jobs. I'm like, let me see what else there is. And so the cool thing about when you're a teenager like that in a traditional teenager job or workplace is that there's a lot of other kids around. So maybe they won't miss you, or it's a normal thing for like you show up one week, maybe you're done the next week, or if
yeah.
you're um I think if you don't keep your grades up, they can call your job and say, hey, the permit is not valid,
Oh, okay.
so cut his hours or her hours or whoever it is, because the school they have to abide by the labor laws that pertain to
Hmm.
minors or what have you. But from that, yeah, 15 years working in a bunch of different jobs, giving me a lot of different experiences and stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah,
And
you have more experience than I do.
Yeah, when did you start? How long have you been in the workforce?
I think it was 2009, 2008 or 2009, but I
So
think it was
a
no
decade,
2009.
more than a
Yeah,
decade,
yeah, yeah, more than
or
a decade for sure, but
12,
less than
12.
15 like you have now.
Is that when you finished college or university at the
No,
time?
I was still in university at the time,
Okay.
and I wanted to see if I should get a job for the summer because I wasn't. My hometown, it's around, I don't know. I'm trying to say in miles, but I won't do that. It's 200 kilometers away from
Yeah,
from the city that I live now and where I also had the university.
because you guys don't
And
have
hmm?
you guys don't have cars in Romania.
No, we do have cars. We don't have miles.
As much. There we go.
Yeah, and yeah, and I was in the dorm with fellow friends, and they all said, okay, maybe we will work for the summer, get some extra money to have some fun during the summer. I said, okay, let's try it. But then I did an internship, and they liked me, and I just kept working there for a couple of years afterwards. So it was quite fast for me. But yeah, it was
Huh?
fine. And for 2 years, I went in parallel with the university as well.
That's good, man. So
Which is good.
they gave you a pat on the back, and you're like, hey, that felt nice. I think I'll
Yeah,
hang
why
out
not?
here, and
Extra money, why not?
they're paying me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
here we have, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Technology. Did you ask this already on our Twitters? Are you asking it just to show off that you talked to us on Twitter? Because that's okay, man. I don't mind admitting that. Yeah, we who 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 don't we talk to, right, Silvio? Uh, being as famous, big YouTubers, yourself and myself, who don't
Yeah,
we talk to,
really big YouTuber.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
gigantic. Some of the biggest ones that will
Yeah,
actually.
that's why I joined your live stream. I want to grow you as well because I'm a really big
Ah,
YouTuber and you're
yeah.
not that big, and I want to grow your channel as well. So
You mean like buy me more food so I can grow sideways, or what do you mean? I don't know what you
now
remaining.
you work out, so I don't know what to say about that.
That's true, actually.
We're
Yeah,
wasting food if we do that, so
not
let's not.
not to live longer, but to live better. You know what I mean? There's I think a side effect is longevity, but I don't
Yeah.
know who you were referring to, technology, but yes, I do. I have one quick story on that. When did they come out? November, I think, of last year. By
Yeah, November.
November. By the time I found one, January, and I found one, and the catch was you had to buy a bundle. So it's the console, it's one additional controller, the headphones, the PlayStation headphones
Oh,
for it,
okay.
the dual controller charging, little
Charger.
dock
Yeah.
for the
Also
controller,
have that one. Yeah.
6 games, and this. So you had to
The
not only,
chair.
yeah, 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 this a
Oh,
Rosie gaming chair. Not only did you have to buy the pack, the bundle with all of that, they wouldn't ship it to you. It's first come, first serve in person. And from where I am, the San Francisco Bay Area, it's about 5, maybe 6 hours, 4 if you're me, to drive to LA, which is where I found that they had, PS5s in stock, bundles only, and a few different bundles. This is the one that I landed on. Uh, $1,000 and some change. So I forget exactly what it was. 1,200, thirteen
yeah.
hundred.
Probably you paid the correct price. It
I
wasn't.
I don't think it was any
It's
saving. I don't think there were any.
yeah.
It was as if you were, just putting it
By
in,
individually. Yeah.
trying it individually. Yeah, but that was one of the things to where at least they did have, at least they kept their promise. It wasn't like, some places they won't even tell you when they have stock, right? They're like, no, you have to come. No, you have to be here. No, in
Yeah.
person only. No, 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 no. We're not reserving anything or holding anything, even if you like pay for it. So that was that's one way to get in. They were, yeah, we have, and I'm like, I can't buy. I still asked. I'm not gonna not ask. I'm like, you won't sell me it by itself. Like, no, no, no. In the system, it shows that it's part of the bundle. Otherwise, we can't sell because it's not just the console one for one for the bundle. It's the gaming chairs. Like you couldn't buy a gaming chair separate either because it's still showing that it's part of the bundle. Those
No, but
games.
it was a process, you know. I mean, probably they could, but they didn't want to because you couldn't really find them
Someone,
at that point, and
someone
they
would get
knew
it.
that people will still buy them. So in this way, they sell more stuff,
Well,
and
yeah, right.
that's okay in
But
a way. But yeah,
the same way where, right, if say if they didn't care, or if there was no punishment for them to not do that, I could have showed up, and then I was I'm okay with the bundle, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it. But if I'm like,
no,
well, where's my gaming chair? Well, these games suck, or this, where's my controller charger, etc. Even if they were like, oh, well, we won't charge you for it, I'm like, well, you know I drove all this way. I drove 4, 5, 6 hours all the way to come over here to agree to. I think I got approved for their credit card. So this particular place, should I shout them out? They're not a sponsor. I Curacao, if I said it right. ICURACAW. It's like
yeah.
they sell everything. They sell like jewelry and designer bags and electronics, television, stereos. It's an interesting store. I had never heard of it before this, but yeah, if I were to show up and like, the bundle I'm already mentally preparing to, like, take ownership of, they're like, oh, sorry, how about this, or how about maybe a different gaming chair, or maybe just 2 games, not 6. It's like, well, I guess so. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it would have been the same or not. And let's see. Let me catch up with this over here.
Yeah.
Ace, Ted. Again, thanks for everybody in the chat for popping in. I know
Hey,
Orod pointed
everyone.
out that I forgot to put the time, but the important thing is that, well, obviously you guys are here now. Thank you for being here. And then my guest from Romania to figure out for us to do our tests and to do this. Um, that it was the same time because I'm like, well, what is that in Romanian time? I'm in California,
Yeah, the struggle is real, man.
Tech Unravel is like, oh, I thought we were gonna talk. Now death that escalated quickly. You know what? There's even
You're
with
never
tech,
safe with Mark, you know.
yeah, no one's ever safe anywhere. I think that I've made that clear. If you don't understand that now, maybe when it finally gets you, maybe you deserved it. We'll see. But there is a lot of interesting tech. My watch is still charging again. I took it off. I don't if I remember to throw it on the charger, usually it'll die by the time if someone was making a joke at it. They're like, "Hey, what is that? Do you get at least 2 hours with your Apple Watch?" I'm like, "Yeah, 6 or 8." You know, a nice, good early part of my day before I have to charge it up again. But um, what I was going to mention is technology for health, for better living, to hopefully push death as far away as possible as we can. And I think I personally don't know any other watches that have already saved lives, and it's documented because they have their fall detection and they have the emergency services where they'll call and the appropriate where depending where you are, whatever the number is. So, I don't know how they figure that out. Siri can barely get anything right when I tell her to do something, so that's
I
something
don't use it. Yeah.
something else entirely. Does saying Candyman still work if you see your reflection in a live stream? You know what? Try it, Ted, and report back to us. Let's see. I'm good. How about you? Oh, you guys are nice to each other. Hey, what is this? What are you doing? Are you okay? That has nothing. That's not affiliated with the government of the United States, I'm sure. So disclaimer: Ace Rocks Tech is not an ambassador, official capacity at least. But that's a nice thought. Is to put the
Indeed.
shaking hands emoji. I don't know. Is there an exchange going on, Ace? Is one hand giving another hand something else that we don't see?
Transactioning.
That's the one. Transactioning. I haven't heard of that one. Shark Fin. Hey man, thanks for stopping in. Hey Mark, guest and fellow chatters. He has a name. It's the Tech Unravel. So that's Mr. the Tech Unravel to you, Shark Fin. This guy.
He knows me. We've been in clubhouses and Twitter
Which
Spaces before with
oh
Sharkfin. So,
okay, right. And also in the
but
chats.
probably my name wasn't there, and he doesn't recognize my face, of course, because I never showed it before.
Yeah, surprise out of nowhere, no build up face reveal. He just was like, I can just turn it on.
Ah, screw it.
Hits the button, and I'm like, oh
It was
shit.
only one streamer at that point. It was only Ace here, so okay, it was especially for Ace,
I
so
was
he deserved it.
yeah, see, Ace for being early. You got to see Tech Unravel's face before anyone else in the whole world, except for his friends in Romania. I'm sure you guys do have friends, right, over there?
I don't recognize that word.
Come, you almost had me, man. I was like, wait, what? No, I was gonna say acquaintances, people who won't kill you right away. You know,
How do you think I get all these gadgets? I don't have enough money to buy all those.
the dumpster.
Yeah, I can go there.
You asked for donations. I don't know. How does anyone get anything nowadays? I guess so. Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't know.
Hand me downs. Hand me downs. Yeah, I remember. I'm not
I'm too
not
lazy to even
totally
ask
out of.
for donations.
Oh, look at this guy. Where's the thing? Look at that.
He's my boy. Of course he'll say that.
So he's only saying it because you're his friend. He doesn't believe in this. Okay.
No,
Let's
he.
let's just
I
be
only
clear.
met him. I think I met him on Twitter before after I met you. So, but he's already doing stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll take it.
Sure. You like him better. That's okay. You're allowed to do that. Is it MI Tech or My Tech? But thanks for the
Me
shout out.
tech.
Is this one of your oh, you're
Mm,
guessing?
yeah,
Me Tech?
we are on Twitter as well.
Okay, cool. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I don't know if you've seen his face before, but there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
Again, I hear Premi's voice. Hey, Shark fan. Ace Rocks Tech. Hey, cool. This seems forced. Poor Ace. He has no idea. He probably read it and he was like, "Yeah, it is cool. I am cool. I'm a cool guy," which you are. But careful. See Ova, TLM, Primpin, Orad, the A squad right there for sure, and the replay squad. Um, hopefully at least somebody watches the replay because I think they will because I forgot to put the time of what we were.
Yeah, I
Uh,
usually do that for other streamers. For example, Viper. Yeah. Well, there you go. You asked for my friends. There's one.
yeah. Hey Vlad,
Glad
what's
here that
thanks for
that
stopping
we
in.
have
I can't believe you
the
have to
love.
deal with this guy. How do I? This guy over here. He's a quite a character, but he says apparently you're his man, Unravel, and then good vibes. So maybe bring some of those good vibes here, Sylvia, so I can know what that's like with you because sometimes I
It's
question
hard. I know. I
how
know.
good of friends we are with how you hurt me in the Twitter gifs sometimes.
Now, every time you have something to comment, just think about the time difference, because you're very bad with that. So you can
No,
think, yeah, time difference. That's the big
it is,
issue between
I'm
us.
not responsible for what you do at whatever time of day. That's your fault for being on the internet or not. Come on now. You see it when you
Yeah,
see it,
I'm
right?
always on the internet. Even when I work, I'm on the internet. Even if I'm in calls, I'm on the internet.
Well, there you go.
I'm,
Hey, everyone in the chat. I'm here lurking while opening my. Well, is it still lurking if you come out of lurking to tell people you're lurking by chatting? Now I'm wondering.
no,
This
I
might
don't
be a
know.
part. This might be a chat slash lurker foul. But I'm new to this. This is only technically my second live stream,
Yeah,
so
probably we'll see
we'll let it
a
slide.
title for one of your live streams in a couple of weeks
What
called like that.
a clickbaity title about lurking,
Lurking, yeah.
chatting or lurking? Can I come up with one right now? No. Is it lurking if you come out of hiding?
Just woke up and don't stress too much.
Question mark, and then throw M1X in there for the engagement. Let's see. Don't want anyone to think I'm ignoring them. Now, why would they think that, Tech Loving Mama? You don't ignore people. You're a cool cat, as they say. What's up, Mama? Nice. Candyman. Oh, you're really doing it, Ted. I, okay. But that's just one time. So, nope, just a friendly handshake between our two countries. Oh, wink, right? Forgot the wink. Sharkfin Tag. Yes, now I see your name. Tech Unravel. That's right.
And
That's
there you go.
that.
Because when you put the comments, you don't see the names. That's why.
Okay, okay. I'm the coolest guy in my house right now. Why are you
Yeah,
sitting
he's
or
alone. Yeah.
probably sitting in his fridge, right? Walking around in underwear. Air conditioning is a great thing, isn't it? Actually, mine's on because it's also to circulate the air over here. It's not. Actually, you know what? Now I'm curious. Let's see what the weather is like. Oh, damn! It's already 82 degrees. It's gonna be 90, and that's for those of you unfamiliar. Usual San Francisco Bay Area weather is 70s, maybe low 70, anywhere from 70 to 73, 75 when when it starts to creep up. But for it to be 82 already, and I guess it's technically 12 more minutes in the morning when before noon.
Yeah, I
That-
was trying to see how much that is in Celsius.
oh,
It's
because
almost the same.
you guys are backwards. Yeah,
When
okay.
everybody's doing something different, they can all be backwards. You know, something to think about.
That's true. Why don't you guys just do what we do? Why don't you guys? How about this? Romania be the first country to take things measurements and such the way America does. The
You're
United States.
asking way too much for Romanian people.
You don't think they
Not
can?
Romanian, but the government and stuff like that. You're asking way too much
You're speaking for
to
them.
to actually change something, not necessarily this thing.
That's two times, Ted. One more time, right? So you
I
don't.
see that something is a message is retracted from him, so probably something happened to the last one.
Oh, it was probably was it this one? Because sometimes they still pop up at least when I'm watching a stream um on TV and when I'll have it on the TV and then I'll have like my iPad in front of me so I can actually type, right. I'll see that a message was retracted, but if you look up,
No, you
it
can see it.
still pops up on top. So I'm like, I see what you meant to hide or what have you. Ace, great song. Oh, got it. I just blew right past this. I'm like, yeah, I am in California and I am streaming, but it's not winter. Um,
Nah, you can
the,
say you can tell that you were sleeping.
the song
That
lyric.
means something. No, no. California streaming. Apple event, man. They just announced the event for next week, and that was
Oh,
the
they
name.
did.
Yeah,
Fine.
California streaming was the name. That's why.
Wow.
The
What
more you
wait,
know.
what does that mean? So, does that count as breaking? No, it was like 2 hours ago. Oh, damn. Hey, Mark, ask Sylvie to stop messing around and unravel that iWatch of his. So
And
I
I
will do
keep
that.
telling him once he calls the proper name because it's not an iWatch that
I
doesn't exist.
I didn't even ask you to do that yet. You're jumping ahead of the thing here, man.
Sorry, I forgot I'm a guest. Sorry.
So clearly they don't have manners.
Finally, he can use
They don't
something
have manners in
here.
Romania, guys. Don't go there. They're rude. No, that's not true. Just Sylvie sometimes is rude. So unravel your I haven't called. Remember when people were saying that that's what it was going to be called? Because
The
iPod,
iWatch. Yeah,
Mac, iPad,
yeah,
whatever.
but I think they didn't use the name because it was already being used by a different company. It would have
Really?
been too much. Yeah, this is what I
What
remember. I don't know if that was the official answer,
was
but not. But
was that company hoping to capitalize on the name? Like, were they gonna like just copy Apple already, or was it
well,
from some other
I
brand
think
unrelated, not
so.
even in tech? Because I know a lot of people were starting companies and buying the adding I to something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. And then just to have at least a domain, or if you were to release a product that you have the little I, lowercase I in front of it,
Hmm.
people would associate it with Apple and the luxury brand lifestyle, what have you. So I know that
Yeah, I
was
think that was the case as well. And I hope I'm not mistaken, but I think it was also with a small I in front. So that's for sure from
you know what
Apple. So
they may have tried to get Apple to buy it. Also,
probably.
I
So
know
they
they
just
did
say
that too.
screw
Yeah,
it.
I
We'll
like
use something else.
Apple Watch is cleaner too. I like it better like that too. Galen's Gadgets, yo, thanks for popping in, man. Um,
Hey,
so he's like my man Mark, and then that's it. Nothing for you, Sylvia. Sorry, man.
people don't know me yet.
So they will though, right? I think you had a video. You were saying where you finally talk.
Yeah, the one that I published yesterday.
Amazing,
It's
amazing. How
horrible,
how do
horrible
you
for me.
how do you have a YouTube career and you don't speak? Wow.
I wouldn't be the first one. So there are a lot of channels out there that they are doing that stuff. And what's that guy's name? Krabby or something? You know, and he never said a word. Well, he's a TikToker, but
Okay, see,
still.
that's where you lost me. I'm like, I don't know a YouTuber that does that, and you're like, oh, TikTok. Okay, see, that's something
But I
else.
think you know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't go on TikTok,
No?
man. Oh no, no.
No, but he's quite famous for when people are doing stupid shit, and then he's just showing how you can do it very easy, very easy. That same thing. I know. I know the one that I remember now. It's like someone was closing the door on his car, and his skirt, her skirt or something, was caught in the door, and they
Oh,
just had to cut it with the scissors. And he was just, yeah, you can just open the door, and there you go.
uh,
It's he's very famous. I don't remember now the name,
you'll have
but
to
he hasn't spoken a word, so you
you'll
can
have
do
to
that.
send me so I can see what the hell you're talking about. Apple event. Okay, well, that I didn't know at the time. All right, Ace God. Here we go. For Mark to ask on Twitter, when will the announcement go out? He still don't pay attention. I didn't ask on Twitter. Did I? I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure you're lying, Ace. And I'll call you out for
But
it.
not 100%. See, so you still have
Apple
a
Candyman.
percentage.
Does that count? I kind of stopped. I don't think I said it that third time. But I don't believe in that stuff, so I'll say it. Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Nothing happened. So sorry about that,
Yeah.
Ted. Your attempts to derail this live stream between two countries has failed. Galen, I know who you're talking about, Sylvia. He is actually funny. And
Yeah.
I tried to say it the way Galen would say it. He's a little, more soft spoken than for sure me. I don't know. I'm in your face sometimes, but I don't. Not on purpose. I think just the energy sometimes. When I've had sufficient sleep. Not today. Not this time. Hey, Shark Fin. Yo, saying hi to everybody in the chat. Surprising fact. Well, That's clickbaity. I don't believe in that. First of all, what do you
No,
think?
but that's true. I saw the article on Verge, what Ted is mentioning now.
First week, TikTok had more average watch time than YouTube and Candyman in America, meaning people want to get scared. What does that
I
mean?
don't I don't know if it's related to Candyman or anything, but I think he just wanted to say it one more time, so he got you there.
I
So,
guess because he doesn't
but
have
yeah,
a.
that's true. In America, the TikTok surpassed YouTube this week. I saw the article on Verge
Yeah, see, here's Galen saying I get that a lot.
or
I'm like,
last week.
oh, I mean, it's true. You know, you're there's like a chillness to you. So that's own it. I mean, unless you're trying to break
Cheers.
out of that, then knock it off. Break out of that. Be you, Galen. Be who you want to be. Just do it. You know that Shia LaBeouf gif,
Ah, yeah.
but not the one with the effects. Just the one of him in front of the green screen with the empty still. That one, because that one is more cringe. Last week. See now, what are you doing? That's too late. We're way past that comment. You had it. You had your chance. You blew it. We don't get second chances around here. This
It's
is
come on.
this is live. Unless you're
It's
watching the
okay.
replay.
It's only two comments above, so it's okay. You move too slow, so it's
Don't make
okay.
excuses for him.
Yeah, but it's also your mistake, so I want to point that out as well.
My
So
mistake. You can also say, "Hey, look, a comment in the chat by our great community." And I think we just lost a viewer because of you,
fine.
probably for sure, or Ted, or Ted's internet went
Maybe.
out. I don't know.
Could be both.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. You said you used to use. I'm trying to remember what I titled this damn thing.
Both Samsung.
Fold Samsung Fold.
Old.
Yeah. So you used to be on Samsung. You're not on Samsung now. And then he takes a sip.
That's
How
true.
rude! This guy. He would rather get drunk, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't get drunk that easy
Yeah. Well,
because we do have
you're not a small
alcohol
guy.
and real beer here.
You're not small. Okay, this is fake beer. This guy. So show me your beer license, your beer degree.
I don't
Yeah.
have it on me.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
in my
You.
different house.
Ah. It's
I don't
unfortunate
have the
for us,
different.
for everyone watching at home or on the street, because there's tablets and stuff, and Wi-Fi everywhere. Um, he does not have his beer certificate diploma handy. I don't
Yeah.
know they. I made that up, but out of respect for Romania, the beautiful country that it is, I don't want to belittle your guys' achievements and your educational systems in such things like beer. So maybe I should listen to you.
Well, you can get everything these days, so I'm sure there is a degree that you can take.
What's
Well, you
the?
can do that for wine, so probably there
Oh
is
yeah,
one similar to for beer. So
I
who
would
knows?
imagine. I think it's I don't know what they call it. If anyone in the chat knows, or anyone in replay knows, text us on Twitter in the future.
What?
Well, from the past, would it be from the past? It's both from the past and future, right? Because right now, if you're watching this after we're done, you're in the past and we're in the future. But this also happened in the past. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay,
No wonder
stop drinking, Mark. Stop
Rick
drinking.
and Morty doesn't do time travel. It does get messy. Watch, we're gonna get tweeted. Hey guys, by the way, was watching the replay. They're just gonna give us the answer, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this? Why are you tweeting me?" And they're like, "Oh, the live stream." I did ask for a call to action for the live stream. My question to you was, oh, so if you know, right? If so, a sommelier, I think, is the wine
Yeah,
one. What's the word for the beer one? Was the original question, and then what
beer
I'm asking
sommelier.
you, what I'm asking you is a beer sommelier. Is that what you
I
said?
think I know.
Let me turn up my headphones. Is
I
that what
hope
you
that I'm
said?
not making fun of me at this moment, but I think there is one, also sommelier for water. I think I
Wow,
heard this somewhere. So, and it was called water sommelier. So I'm guessing that maybe beer sommelier.
that's not
I
very
I may be
creative.
wrong, so I don't know if someone knows. Yeah, sorry for that. So you can say it in the comment.
That is not very creative. I'll tell you that right now.
I know.
Tweeted the. I don't think I tweeted that. This guy. You guys gained a viewer just now somehow. Is that supposed to be Candyman? I don't believe in that. Romania is so beautiful that I just want to move to. Is he is he poking fun at you? Is he making fun of you where you live?
Probably. Or
Romania is so gorgeous, I would move away from there. That's what he
no,
said.
there is a saying in Romania. It's very beautiful. Too bad that it's populated with people. So
Ah,
that
gotcha. Yeah, you're one of those people, so I understand. I
yeah,
understand fully. What beer are you sipping on? What's is it a lager? Is it a stout? Is it a that
blonde beer.
an
So now
ale?
it's a Romanian. Is with a bear on it.
That looks fake. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like you know how like in movies and TV shows they
It's not a real bear, Mark. If you know, that's why it looks fake because it's not a real bear. I don't live with a bear inside my home. You know.
there you go. That one's for you. This guy. I sadly sadly came back. Why sadly? This is a great time. Do you want to talk, Oscar? I'll send you the link. You can come on. We just hit the 1 hour mark, so yeah, we can. What do you think? Should I open it up to whoever wants to pop in?
Sure, why not? He'll
I don't.
not come, but yeah, let's.
You don't think he's gonna come?
We'll say yeah. We invited him, so we can
Okay.
say that.
Well, you can send it to him too. I wonder what happens if I'm worried to swipe away from the window that I'm in. Let's see what happens. Oh, he said he's working. Should I send it to him anyways? I think I still have it on
Then you
copy.
can do a print screen and have the
Yeah.
evidence that you tried.
Well, there it is, Oscar. Now the link is in your court. Um, Shark face. He's laughing at you. Just gonna take that, Oscar. He went to a quick nugget on him. He just went to was it New York? I think he was hunting, or not the primary reason for going, but there's a yellow Tesla. I think it's the only Tesla taxi over there. I think it's like looks just like a regular, American painted yellow taxi, but it's a Tesla, and
Okay.
you get in the back of it, and it's awesome. I don't know, but I don't think he found it. I think
And it's the only one in US that
that
is a
that's
taxi.
not, well, or at least in New York. I don't know. You'd have to see.
Okay.
See, so Oscar, get in here. These questions. We don't have this guy. He has to go back in the coal mines of Romania or whatever they mine there. Uh, right before when we were testing his camera and his video, he was covered in diamond dust or whatever they have. So
Or diamonds in general.
yeah. So I mean, well, in Romania they have no value, right? That's why you guys export them.
Yeah. We have
Yeah.
way too much.
This guy. There are more now. More what, dude? No, I know he's talking about taxis. So he says there's more, and
Yeah.
in like everywhere, or in New York City. Says, but I went to just shoot some photography. Oh, I thought you went to go photograph. How do you shoot photography? You were taking pictures of people taking pictures? I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Anyways, big
Yeah.
yellow taxi cab. Ace will know what that is. I think that's a song title.
I don't know. I know a lot about US, but I don't know everything. So
You guys, you guys don't have music in Romania? It's
no,
funny
we
because
do, but I don't know all the music, all the songs. Come on.
I was gonna say before you rudely interrupted that doesn't make any sense since your videos are chock full of music, and it's okay. It's actually pretty good. Um,
Yeah, but we know your music, and then we know our music as well. You only know your music, so yeah.
where do you get the songs that you use? Is that Epidemic Sound or whatever, or is that someone
No,
else?
YouTube. YouTube, they have their own library of music, and I just go there. It's easier.
So no, not a lot of effort. It sounds like that you put into these videos.
No, there is a lot of effort because they don't really have too many, and every time I would need to go even further, to a couple of years back now already now. So I have a few keywords that I'm looking for, and for some of them I already have to go back to 2018 or 2017 because I already went through the newer ones. At some point, I will have to move to something else, but for now, I think they're okay, and the feedback was okay. So why not?
I liked it. Like I said, for a mother, I mean, I don't. Sometimes I don't notice when it's like one of those videos because usually what's on screen is so captivating, right? It's like maybe a time lapse video or something, and then you're not really. I don't really pay attention to music, but that's a good thing in that if you don't notice, because if it was bad music, you would notice where you're like, oh man, what is that? That's like not good music
Yeah.
or whatever. But when in that instance for that use, no comment is good. You know what I mean? When no one notices, good. That's a good level to be at. And then if you go better than that, they'll say, oh man, you also, great video and the soundtrack was cool or this. So that's, I mean, at least that's what I've learned with DJing is that for I'm sure most of us have been to a party where there's a bad DJ and you're like, oh man, I know exactly what
Yeah.
it was. I was frustrated. It was not a good time. I was embarrassed for him or whatever, right? And then when you think like, well, what about a good DJ? You're like, I don't know. Usually it's not as easy to
So do you get a lot of
to
those
read
reactions? The first one
the
when you
first one.
usually go?
Only when my Intel powered MacBook Pro craps out and Orad said that he's leaving again. I think because your story that you told probably, Silvio.
I wasn't even speaking. You're
Before
the one talking.
the first time I put the comment up.
Hmm.
You made him laugh. I think he wait, is this because are you laughing at Romania, Oscar?
With
Clarify,
Romanian people.
clarify please, with them.
Yeah.
Well, let's not speak for other people. I don't know how they do it over there where you're from, but we don't. Well, I okay, fine. I do that over here all the time. Ace, build a parking lot. What were we talking about that this could
You
possibly
mean
be
right now or
referring to? You want us to build a parking lot? Like out of Play-Doh or what? Popsicle sticks?
no
What were we
YouTube
talking about?
idea, right?
Why
Well,
would why would this guy say this? And he's pointing at me.
maybe. And
Look at this.
I think it's related to what Sharkfin was saying with the
You
big
see
yellow
this
cap.
ass? You see his picture? He's pointing at me.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? I don't know what you mean, Ace. I want to know what you mean. Ace, yep.
Yeah,
Is
for
that
sure
another
it's
song?
related to the big yellow taxi cab. Yeah.
The song Sharkfin was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah,
Did you
I
guys come
don't
here
even
to
have that
talk to
comment.
each other? You came all the way out of Twitter where you could have talked to each other onto Silvio and Mines, Tech Unravel. Let me put your name up. Tech Unravel
Hey.
and Lifeguard DJ's first time face to face reveal. Samsung sucks stream. Well,
Yeah, we
that's just my
spoke for like 3 seconds about Samsung.
that's good enough, right? I mean, we're talking about it now. This counts. But you guys came all the way out of over there to come over here to just talk in the chat. I don't know. What do you think about that, Tech Unravel?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. It's your live stream, man. You need to do
No
something
fire,
about it.
no spark, no spark. This is here. That was a perfect opportunity for you to show, some spine, something.
Me?
Yeah. No, the guy behind you.
So,
Let's see. He
who's
wrote something. I got a reaction out of him, so I already won, regardless of what he. Yes, we did. Does that annoy you, Mark? Not the focus of our attention. Yes, but that's beside the point. Ace. He saw right through me. Of course, it bothers me, man. No, no, I like when if if this is if you find joy and this fulfills you, your otherwise empty life, Ace, go for it, man. So, and also we got to get you in here. Can't believe you were on Viper's stream multiple times. You were on Tech for Your Needs stream. I got to watch the replay still. But you were on Tech for Your Needs stream yesterday, and then was that it? He's
he
been
was on the Vida, or what was it called? The
beta,
daily one, yeah,
the one
beta,
on one,
yeah,
and then he was on I think Friday the 3 hour live streams.
yeah, yeah. He was
Celebrate
also there.
your wins or something with Andrew Edwards, Trent's Tech. That's who I got to get on his case. That guy,
Yeah.
that Tech
T
rant.
was also there.
Who? Oh, you saw?
T
Well, I
technical.
missed it. I
No, I was just while I was waiting for you to test this out. Yeah, I got bored and I started to look on YouTube, and I forgot about that stream and I found it.
I think Friday was one of the daddy daughter days, so that was I had a. I'm pretty sure that's why I missed almost everything that was on YouTube or all the streams.
Oh, that's nice.
Uh, I'm just messing with you. You know that, of course, man. Come on, it's all love. Let's see. I'll come on for a bit to set up straight sequence. I'll get you the. Let me see. How do I navigate without destroying everything here? Shark fin. Copy paste. There it is. Sharkfin has the link now. Hopefully I can figure out
Now
how
we
to add.
wait.
Yeah, now we wait, right? Set you straight. Oh, if you're gonna be making typos, then don't bother. Don't come on here. T, Hefe, Edwards.
Nah,
Stra-
Hefe was
oh,
mostly.
oh, okay. So then definitely I should. That's why. Is that why it was 3 hours then? That's why I gotta watch that one. That one sounds like it has tremendous replay value. Yeah, it was my
I haven't watched it yet fully, only bits of it, so I'll go back to it at some point.
yeah, I caught T's, was it yesterday? Yeah. Monday, his Monday night chill stream, at least some of it. That's another one I wanted to see about how I think he was going to be taking live calls, but he was having audio problems in the beginning. So that I forget what there was a few other streams on, and then I had some other stuff to do, but that's one that I wanted to also catch. So I got like, man, that's already, what is that, 4 hours of live streams to catch up on?
Yeah,
That,
Viper's already 3 hours and something, so still have some work to do.
that one went over for sure. But I could
Imagine this you can keep, you can do some live ones as well, but for me, most of them are way too late.
Yeah, I think I'll probably skip Ace's part and Trent's part, and I'll just watch Edwards, T, and Hefe's parts. So that's what I'll do. Let's see. What
Yeah,
else
that's
did we
also a
talk
plan.
about?
Yeah,
Is that it? Did I only put Samsung in the title? I guess that's it.
hey, fold flip. Yeah,
Well, the flip. Okay, out of those two, let's get some tech talk in real fast. Out of those two, which one do you like better, and
well,
why?
the thing is that I really like to have a tablet as well, so that's why I have the iPad. So I would like the bigger screen. Well, not now, but before we used to travel quite a lot, and I wanted to have something on the plane, and that's why I would say the fold. The flip, I mean, it's nice, but I don't really see the benefit. Yeah, only to have a clamp like that. Yeah, it's nice, but
Yeah,
what for? I mean, I don't really see it.
when
Just
you
because
open
it's smaller.
guys, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same size. So that's why the fold, at least you have a bigger screen and you can watch content on. So that would be my pick out of those two. I understand why people like the flip, but yeah, for me would be the fold, but not at this price, not at the moment.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's the third iteration, so I'm sure it's like it's the best version of it. Obviously, right? It would be weird if it wasn't, but for that price point, man, I don't know. I don't know about that. That's too rich for my blood. Even this thing,
Yeah,
with the maximum storage is like $1,400 or $1,500. So even that's another 30% of that more, above
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
for something that's not I. Well, for me, that's what I care about. I like the operating system on top of the ecosystem integration with everything else, but that's just me.
you, uh, you haven't had an Android phone at all, ever?
I My first phone was a T-Mobile Sidekick. I think they had their own operating system. It was a communicator flip style. You could flip it open, to reveal the keyboard and type on it, and then swivel it shut. And then I had an old clam. Speaking of clamshell style phones, one of those with the number pad where you had to like text with 323 222 555 87 2220, right?
Yeah.
So one of those, and then I had one of the generic well, it was an LG, but it was a phone that they would give to Sprint, and Sprint put their name on it, and then I think
Oh, okay.
they would give
I
it to
heard of
another
that.
one, and then that I think it was Metro at the time put their name on it, and I'm like, hey, this is the same phone I have, but what is it? Mine says Sprint, this one doesn't say Sprint. It's like, oh well, they licensed it to them. The battery on that one swelled up. I forget the model number for LG 460 or 760, something like that. Just a gray, little rubbery touchscreen phone, which was cool. It was different, better than the flip phone that we had. And then after that, I think was when I got the 4S, and I've had iPhone ever since.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. So for smartphones only, iPhones, you would say so. Well,
looks
at
like
least.
we got there we go.
Hey,
Hey
Sharky.
there.
Sharky. And then Ace said I'd go on the stream so I don't have to watch them. Wow, dude. Wow. All right.
Strategy.
What's going on, man?
Here we go. Hey, thanks for
How's
stopping
it
in.
going? Yeah, nice to be here. What's going on, Silva? Am I saying it right?
Hello.
Sylvia?
Oh, okay,
Sylvie.
Sylvia.
Yeah, that's good.
cool.
Are
It's
you
not
you
that hard.
Fixing your camera. Did you get any sleep, dude?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, sort of.
you were
Yeah.
working,
Yeah.
I guess. You're working
Yeah.
late.
Yeah. And then I've been watching the market and stuff. So Bitcoin's
Um,
down like 10% today. So I'm kind of glad I'm not on that. So I feel bad for
yeah,
people who are. And,
see the whole crypto stuff. I mean, I guess with most investments, I don't like to. Like what appeals to me is the buy and hold because otherwise, the volatility, man. Ooh,
Yeah.
my undiagnosed anxiety gets. You know what I mean. So I would
Yeah.
want the least amount of that as possible. Going even from construction where sometimes I mean, hey, if the weather's too bad, no work today. Sorry, you know what I mean? So
right. Right.
or if you get hurt, well shit. We'll get another guy in 20 minutes to replace you. No money for you, right? So that's something that can be already pretty stressful when you're I mean, hell, even for forget a wife and kids, even for yourself, for one's bills, which whatever your rent is, whatever, if you have a car, all that stuff, it's like, well, you got to work, you can't get sick, you can't, no days off. If there's work, you got to do it, and that sort of puts at least me off. I'm sure a few others from say when you finally have extra money, and then to invest in something that is that volatile and have it risk it being gone like that, and that doesn't
Yeah.
interest me.
Yeah.
So
Well, one of the
Definitely
great
not.
lines from I'm sorry,
what
one of the great lines from the first Wall Street movie was, and they use it for the title for the sequel, Wall Street 2. Money never sleeps,
money
right?
never, yeah,
Never
and
sleeps.
well, that
Yeah.
like from coming from the trades, that would make me what you would call risk adverse, right?
Right.
Unwilling to take risk or unwilling to take too
Right.
much risks. Yeah. So, what do you
Yeah.
think about investing, Tech Unravel? Do you guys have investing over there in Romania? So
Yeah,
you
you,
would,
you can pay some, you can go and give some cash to someone, and that's investment. So
so
we're still catching up. So
what do they do? They put the money in chickens or cows, goats? What do
Mhm.
in pigs,
you? Oh,
like a
Okay.
piggy bank.
I love bacon.
No, of course.
They're one of the most
No,
useful
of
animals,
course
right?
we have it. There are some a few transactions that we can do with Romanian. I don't know how to call them, but yeah, we have this similar ones that you also have as well. So we can do trading with pretty much a, a lot of brokers, I would say. I don't know how
Yeah.
they are called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
have
we
you
can do
know
that quite easy.
pork, like at least in this country, bacon is like pork belly futures. It actually feeds right into what you're saying, right? So there you have it on the commodities market. That's basically how that's kind of like how pork and bacon are traded in this country. It's probably similar in Romania, I'm sure, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
I
somewhere
can
will buy.
imagine.
There's a guy just standing there with money, waiting. If you bring him bacon, he'll give you money. I'm sure.
yeah, exactly. Like
Let's see here. Oh, did we ask you, Sharkfin, fold or flip? Which would you get and why?
fold or flip.
The Samsung Fold is.
Wow, that's a tough one. Can I say neither? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm not getting
Ah,
either.
If you had to pick,
yeah, no, it's a great debate. It's been I know a lot of people have been talking about it. I mean, the so the fold of course has its advantages as a power user's device, right? The bigger battery, the bigger screen, all that appeals to me over the flip, right? But I played extensively with the Z Fold 2 months ago at Best Buy, and I know the new one, the 3 is a little bit lighter, but as I think Ace said on Lewis's stream last night, it's a chunker, it's a clunker, it's just a big heavy phone.
Yeah,
Not everyone wants that in the daily driver. You have to be willing to put that in their pocket, or you're going to get one of those dorky holsters, or I don't know, whatever you call it, right? And the flip, on the other hand, is really cool and appealing as such a convenience device, and so compact and perfect for women with small pockets and stuff, and what have you, or even guys.
well, people with small pockets, yeah,
Right, right. But
and small.
the trade off, of course, is the very narrow display, right, and the small
Yeah,
battery. So neither, I would say neither one is really perfect.
perfect.
People are going to find a use case for either one or both, maybe in some cases,
the
but
the clamshell for sure comes with nostalgia. So if that matters to you, right?
I
Oh,
think
this,
most people are doing
yeah.
that just because of nostalgia. I think
yeah,
that's why. I mean,
Oh,
I get
totally.
it, but
Yeah,
not
it's
for
so
me.
cool. You just, and
just
oh,
when
screw
you get
you,
mad.
buddy. Bam, and he's
Yeah,
done with the
exactly.
call,
I
right?
think that's the
Yeah.
main
But
benefit.
there are some people that are being extra careful with it that are unwilling to slam it shut.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, then what's the point, right? What's the point if you
well, yeah. What I thought that
Yeah.
the whole reason for this, at least, if you're gonna make the nostalgia argument, is to slap it shut on something, whether
Absolutely,
whether
absolutely.
you're
No,
at the
but
phone call or it went great, yes, got the job, they call me back, I'm hired or whatever. So
Right, right. Or is
I
it, or
think
is it?
it's pretty durable, or either way. So I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
I think
absolutely.
they're
No, the
fine.
hinges are
well,
solid,
I
and they're
mean,
and they're both water resistant now, right?
how
Yeah,
So that's huge.
how durable is plastic, Sylvie?
as durable as it can be. I mean, you'll
That
Right.
not break it if you just slam it shut.
that was another
It should be fine.
tweet. I forget, someone had put, or one answer was, um no, you can't have flagship phones and not any of status if you're gonna keep using plastic. And it was a photo of the iPhone 12 from last year in
Mhm.
the all the stainless steel colors stacked on top of each other,
Yeah.
polished. That picture where it's the what was it?
That's good.
Black, silver, gold, blue, and it's,
Mm.
ooh, that make you're paying $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, and you're getting plastic. I don't know about that.
Well, so you're just referring to the display, right? The outside is all metal on both of on both the fold and the flip, right?
Is it? I don't know. I've
Yeah,
never. I
yeah.
Yeah. And I
Well, that's
think
the least
on
they
the
could do.
side of the screen, I think that's plastic, if I'm not mistaken. I'm
Yeah.
not
the edge,
sure, but I think it's
the edge
plastic.
of it, the border.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think. I
so
think.
yeah, it's a little confusing. So technically, as I understand, and anyone in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, it's like they call it all UTG, ultra thin glass, right? So technically, there is a glass layer, but then there's like a plastic layer on top of it. But this year, it's stronger, and I guess that's part of how they were able to make it water resistant. And in the case of the Fold 3, it can be used with an S Pen, so it's just strong enough to handle that and handle scratches a little better and fingernails and stuff like that. But
Yeah, indeed.
let's face it, if you took a real nail to it or something. I mean, like not a
Yeah, yeah.
fingernail, but like a hammer, like you're in construction, that kind of nail. Yeah, of course you're gonna mess it up. I mean,
Well, that
whereas real Gorilla Glass would, like Invictus 6 or Invictus 7 or whatever they call it, right, would withstand that, right?
yeah,
Unless he really did it hard enough with a with a hammer, right? But yeah,
yeah. I
so
think that's another thing too, for how, for as expensive as it is. I mean, you're also, it's I guess, however fragile it is, that would put some people off.
oh, it does. It does. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely the prior two flips, that was definitely an issue. And not only that, as I understand it, the prior two screens on the screens, the displays on the prior two flips, that plastic layer was horrible. It was like you could just even basic fingerprints would just muck it all
Yeah.
up. And because it was kind of black, it was kind of like slimy, I guess, to the touch. And it would just even just a couple hours worth of use, and it just all mucked. You have constantly wiping the screen. That would drive me insane, especially. And they were selling that originally for like what, 1,500, I think, the first
Ooh,
two.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw it to Sylvia right now. Sylvia, did you have any of the previous versions of the Flip or the Fold?
Mhm.
I haven't
No,
had
no,
either.
no. Because I think I was thinking at some point before I switched to iPhone, but yeah, it was way too expensive at that point. And now, I don't know. I
Those.
think I'll wait a couple of more years until they're perfected. Maybe I'll go back. I mean, at this moment, I'm looking for something new. So
Yeah.
that seems to be the first one on the line, but not as it is in this moment. Yeah, especially because I was answering Charfin before you came up, that I will look for the fold mostly because I like the bigger screen just to watch content.
Yeah.
But yeah, indeed, they're quite chunky at the moment. So,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
the outside screen, then the ratio is not that great, and but I can live with that. But it's still a chunky phone, so I don't think I will buy it anytime soon. But maybe in a couple of years when they perfect it, who knows?
what are you on now? What's your daily driver now? Tech.
For me,
Yeah.
the iPhone 12 Pro.
Okay. Shark Fin.
Oh, I'm in an old Pixel, so I'm way overdue. Like yesterday for an upgrade. So I think I told we talked about this, didn't
You're
we? About
gonna
how
upgrade.
I feel about the Pixel 5a. Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
so wait, is that the one with the camera heating issue?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one you want, and you
That's
want
the one
that?
I wanted. I had my heart set on that. I'm like, that's the phone for me. And it's like, Google, why Google? Just why? We love you, but why do you do this to us? Why do you break our heart?
I love Google.
So yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
They're
I
great.
mean, again, maybe other than that, it's a great phone. I don't doubt it. But that for me as a budding content creator is important, right?
You're
I don't
right.
have I don't have an unlimited
You
budget
would
right
have
now
a
to
use
go out.
for it.
Exactly. I don't have the budget right now to go out and buy unlimited, standalone digital, camera, Sony or Canon or Nikon or whatever. So I was kind of looking forward to that to like get me started, beyond what I have now. And if it's not up to the job, it's not up to the job. Period. End of story. Right. So
Yeah.
now I have to look elsewhere, and I'm really disappointed. Now maybe the Pixel 6 will be able to handle it, but I wouldn't have. For me, I'm not going to I'm not going to pre-order it. I'd want to see what the
Yeah.
reviews are first to see
For
if
the
it's any
pros,
better.
that's what I was gonna say next. Is
Yeah.
the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro would be the next
Yeah.
option. And then if those don't cut it for you, then what? You'll finally come
Wow.
back to iPhone.
Never
What is
say
it?
never. I'll just say that.
The
Never say never.
10R, or even if you want to go more budget, the SE is another $100 less than that. So
I actually did see a 10F on eBay, new in the like literally sealed in the box for like a little over 500, like 512 gigs. So could be a dark horse, possibly, maybe. I hope this isn't seen by either Barry or LaShawn, because I know they're gonna rag me out. But again, haven't made my decision yet.
I
So.
think Ted will snip this part out and send it to them, make sure they see it, or
Oh,
maybe
okay. Okay.
maybe they're lurking. I don't know. Let's see.
Mhm.
Have faith, Shark. From Google said they will work on the 4K 60 camera heating issue. You could just buy the Pixel 5. Well,
Mhm.
to that I say, how do you know? You don't represent Google. No. Well, he's saying that they said so.
Yeah.
How much weight can we put into what a multinational global conglomerate says? I mean, we the whole isn't part of the problem that they didn't say that there would be limits or restrictions with this feature, and
Right.
I didn't see any of the marketing material, but for what I'm hearing, they did even the opposite, where they marketed the hell out of that thing, that
Mhm.
feature, and then people are having issues with it. So
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah,
one of
who
the other
knows?
issues is that because it's a 765G, it's the same processor as the 4A and the 4A 5G and the 5 from last year, right?
yeah,
Maybe it's partly the processor can't handle more than 5 minutes or even less of 4K 60
but that
video.
should have been
So
flagged. I mean,
right. So software
Yeah.
won't be the solution
someone
if that's
knew.
the
Come
case,
on
right?
now,
Yeah.
someone knew, and no
Oh,
one,
of
for
course they
whatever
do.
reason, they
They
didn't say
always
it,
know. They always know, right?
or even like say like putting it somewhere, a just tiny disclaimer somewhere on the
Yeah.
packaging or on the website or whatever the heck, Like I
Yeah,
don't know.
who knows?
What do you
Maybe
Tech Unravel?
maybe they were thinking that not too many people that are
No,
buying this one will actually use it.
well, for sure
So
Right.
we
Absolutely.
know now that that's exactly what went down, but
Yeah.
this could have been
yeah,
so easily at least mitigated, where they're like, no, there is, you didn't read the thing on
yeah,
whatever page
indeed. But
277 of the manual, it says, or whatever, something like that.
probably
Yeah.
there are some specific conditions where this would actually work. And I was tweeting this the other day, even with my iPhone, because I do all my videos with it. And
Wow.
at some point, it gets really hot. And it did manage to get one or two times once, where I actually couldn't use it anymore. I had to wait a couple of minutes just so it would cool down. But I don't know,
Mhm.
maybe it was way too hot during that day. Maybe, I don't know, some software was in the background doing something. I don't know. But usually I don't have this issue. So probably they were expecting the same for the Pixel. Okay, people will mostly
Right.
not use that one because how many will actually use 60 frames? So probably they say, okay, just ship with it, and people also have the other setting that they can just switch it off if they want to.
Hmm.
So I think in the way they say, okay, it's fine to at least have it, maybe for a couple of seconds, who knows, depending on how people use it. So I'm still
Right.
thinking about the normal user. I understand for me in the tech
Yeah.
community, of
Normal.
course, we're
To be
testing
normal.
this. Yeah, normal.
Who,
Right.
who cares about the normies? I don't care about them.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I think Silva's point is a valid one, and other people said the same thing. Like, oh, most people are just going to take it out of that four hundred
But
fifty
that's no
dollars.
excuse for a
They're going to,
feature to fail.
yeah.
If it's
No,
there,
I agree with you
if
guys,
the
but I'm just
camera
saying,
can do it, it should
right.
be able to do it. And if there are limitations, put that somewhere. I
Just
mean,
say them. I agree
yeah.
100%. And
I mean, even like cell phones, carriers, they say, hey, you have unlimited data, but if you use more than X amount of gigs a month, we're gonna throttle you or whatever. Or during peak times, even say if you're nowhere near your limit, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever arbitrary thing. I don't, who's to say how they come up with that stuff? Like, but even they, it's disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Here Ted says to fix a software issue, question mark, you could trust Google on that. Now, if they said they were gonna make the greatest messaging app of all time, maybe not so much. Let's see here. Ace says, "Where's your tiny disclaimer, Mark?" And it's like, well, you know what? Come on by, and I'll show you. Let's
Ooh.
see here. Kedrick Foster, checking my head at Mark right now. Oh my God, had to find out. Going live yet again. You know what, Kedrick? Two things. One, glad you're here now. So we can move past this immediately, right? But also, do you even follow me on Twitter? Because I know I didn't put the actual start time, but I did have multiple tweets to verify, confirm with Silviu, because he's all the way in Romania and he had to go out and buy internet just for today so he can be with us
Yeah,
and
I will not eat
reveal
for a
his
month
face.
after this.
What? What do you
I will
say?
not eat for a month after this.
Don't take that crap from him, Sylvia.
What's wrong
Yeah,
with
he cannot help himself.
Mm-hmm. I
fertilizer?
noticed.
Okay, all right, guys, settle down. So
Well, no, well, so with me, Mark, in fairness, yeah, I was actually, it was my fault. I was on a different one of my other old YouTube account, just for whatever silly reason. I was showing my friend something last night in Pennsylvania and forgot to switch it back. But I was on a clubhouse, in a what is it, clubhouse room. One of the first one I found that deals with finance, it doesn't talk about cryptocurrency. So I was like, oh, thank you, God. Finally, a normal conversation
it's
about
like
traditional. Yeah.
how how much can you possibly know, even an expert on something that is so volatile? Doesn't
Hmm.
that just throw any strategy right out the window
Yeah.
day one? This is super volatile. Any
Hmm.
questions? Class dismissed. Like,
Right.
what more could you analyze? Because
Right.
all of the of information in the world, just from step one, this is extremely extremely volatile. That I don't know how you could plan for that other than being rich, which if the point was to eventually build wealth, but you have to have wealth already, catch 22, right? And you can even have your wealth wiped out. So what's the point?
Right. Right.
Yeah. And here, LG Wing has the SD. You know what? I don't want to do a lot of reading. So apparently some other phone. So are you recommending a phone from a company that no longer makes cell phones, Ted? Am I reading this correctly? What do you think of that? Tech Unravel.
Yeah,
He's
you
he's
completely missed what Ted was about to say, but yeah,
he's
I
telling you
think
to
you can.
buy a phone from a company that doesn't exist anymore. So I don't even
What's your
want to
limit, Mark, when you read a
Well,
sentence? What's your limit? Five, 6 words?
syllables, 6 syllables.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, now he's
What?
just referring that an old LG phone with an old processor
yeah.
did just fine with 4K 60 frames, and this one it's way newer with a newer processor, and it should be able to do it from hardware point of view.
So why? So what happened then? Was it supposed to work fine if we give Google the benefit of the doubt? Was it supposed to work fine and then it's not?
Yeah.
What's happened?
Yeah.
What could
Let's
cause
see.
that?
Maybe it is like they say. Maybe it is a software issue. So
What
they can
about
at least tweak it a bit. Who knows?
yeah? So maybe if we can get Tech Unravel to unravel the tech, we can figure out and
Wow.
get to the bottom of this. Yeah. I almost forgot to press the button. In my head, I heard it and I was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta press the button."
Uh,
Ace Rock, Kedrick, did Mark fail you again? No, man, come on, never. Why would I do that? Oh shit, come on, Kedrick.
There's the answer.
Seriously, seriously. As soon as I solidified how cool we are, you're gonna be like, yes, 100%, no question.
yeah. No, I
Oh
mean, but
man.
in seriousness, I mean, Ted might be onto something. But the only thing I'll say to that I can think of about it would be something along the lines of LG was, I think, always known for pretty good quality video. Maybe not quite iPhone level quality, or but probably a lot of people felt better than Samsung and definitely better than Pixel, right? So yeah, I mean, maybe the whatever optimizations they did, and vis-a-vis the hardware, the 765 Snapdragon, right? So
All right, what's going on?
the joys of living in a city, and there's sirens every hour, right?
You're
But
you're
anyway,
you're exactly
yeah,
like Sam Cole from iUpdate. He has the same
not
problem.
really.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, well, when I start streaming, I'm gonna have to make sure that Windows like locked down solid. I won't be able to hear anything. But
But
yeah,
like,
just I think it's just something maybe with something the computationals vis-a-vis that hardware that LG was doing that just made or something
they
else,
make
but
good
they were
stuff.
able to pull it off.
From what
Yeah,
I know, they make solid stuff. I don't know
yeah.
why it never took off because everything
LG,
else that they make is solid.
LG.
Like the appliances and everything else too. And then
Oh, absolutely.
I
TVs, yeah.
other
Monitors.
than the like the one I told you, my only Android phone that I had was an LG phone, and I had it for what more for sure a year and a half. I want to say maybe even closer to 2 years when I finally moved away from it. But even though the battery swelled, I had no problems. I
Mm-hmm.
had no problems with it. Maybe it got a little warm
Wow.
or whatever. But I mean, I was I was a what was that when I was like maybe about to be maybe a freshman or so
Wow.
between middle school and high school when I had it. So I mean, you have a touch screen, pieces when still in this time, this was mid to late 2000s, people still had flip phones like the Motorola Razor, I think
Right.
was even one, and then
Yeah.
a few other ones that didn't have a screen that was bigger than maybe an inch, or
Mm-hmm.
black and white, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe it was a little bit bigger but color but not touchscreen. And if they had a phone anyways. So I was one of the
Right.
the only kids that had a phone in even seventh grade or something. But even when I had, that was that swivel open communicator, the T-Mobile Sidekick too. So, you know,
I had the
even though
Sidekick 3. That's pretty
I
cool.
not yeah, see, and then I had the two, the three, the LX, and I think that's when I moved when I got away from them. But I was rocking with that one for a while, and even just by chance, I don't know why I open. I'm like, I never opened it. Let me open it. I'm like, oh shit, like it's like bulging, but it would still work. So up until
Mm-hmm.
the very end, I'm like, well, there's no point in getting it replaced. This is going in a drawer, and I'm gonna forget
Right.
about it, forever. So,
Oh, wait,
um,
wait. The LG you had was it like a flipping phone or no?
no, it was just a
Oh,
flat.
okay. You just
Yeah,
got it.
it was touchscreen, but it was like I don't even. I'd have to find it and send it to you. But it was one of the early versions of
Do you
yeah.
want a
Well,
frame out of it if you still have it? So if we
maybe
can make that.
I'll have to go. I'm pretty sure. Knowing me, I don't like throwing anything away, man. I don't like wasting anything or throwing stuff away. Like it's even still, if it serves no more purpose than I stumble on it and go down memory lane. I'm like, oh, I remember this phone, blah, 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 whatever, and then what I mean. Like even that reminiscing on it, that's enough value for me.
Yeah,
Even in
I
my
know the feeling.
old drawer where you're like, oh shit, oh, yeah, wow, I haven't seen this
Yeah.
in years or whatever. And then maybe I can
Yeah,
um
actually, this is what
Oh, there
happened
you go.
to this one for me, to the Nokia N73, if you know it.
okay, yeah.
Wow. Holy crap. That's a blast from the past.
Well,
Oh, so
This
that's the kind
is
of that's the art you do still do. That is awesome.
oh my gosh, why would you not pretend that you already knew, Shark Fin? Why wouldn't you
No,
pretend?
I
the
just
what?
didn't
Everyone
I didn't
knows that.
quite conceptualize it and now I see it and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, everything behind them, that's all the stuff. There's videos on them. So
Yeah,
Wow.
all this kind of
Okay.
things.
I'll have to check out subscribe and check out your channel. That's pretty cool,
yeah,
man.
there we go.
Yeah, please do.
And
Hope you
then
like it.
yeah, and then he said, so Google, Ted was saying Google did a goof on the Pixel 5a. So okay, so how bad does it have to be for them to recall it? Right, that's another thing.
Yeah, that I can recall it. Trust me on that one.
Kendrick Foster,
Yeah,
I'm Twitter illiterate. I don't believe that, man. Come on. How am I supposed to believe that? I see you on Clubhouse all the time. You
Mhm.
streamed a few times, right? And then yeah. How could you be Twitter illiterate? That's awfully sus. Unfortunately, the SD765 doesn't seem to be able to edit the 4K 60 at the moment if you want to video edit on the device. Well, luckily for me, I don't want to do that, Ted. Get all the get all the sound blankets. Yeah, Sharkfin, sound blankets.
Yeah,
Right.
I might need to look into that seriously. It's like, man.
Kendrick Foster says he loved the sidekick. Hell yeah, man. That was really
Yeah,
neat. It was I guess some people don't consider it a smartphone, but communicator, right?
yeah, feature phone, whatever they call it. Yeah,
It was one of the first that I remembered because I was like, oh wow, this thing can get email. I should sign up for email.
yeah, yeah.
I should make an email account so I can,
Right,
log into it and check it like a grown up or whatever. So that was
right.
one of the first things where I was like, okay, let me make some email accounts. And I think it had the notes app was another thing too. So I'd be able to like take notes in class and look cool doing it. And they're like, don't text somebody,
Right.
and I would show the teacher and like, well, first of all, teacher, that's none of your business. But
Hmm.
third, here I'm actually taking notes of this whatever we were studying at the time. T-mail. Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. It
Right.
was
Wow.
cool dude 123 at
Oh,
tmail.com, whatever it was at the time. Well, I'm sure 1 and 2 were taken, guys. So
right.
just keep
Right.
going down the list. That's similar to how shout out to Viper, how he got his name. I remember someone asked him and it got so serious. They're like, why like how'd you come up with your name? And Viper, he's like, oh well, 1 Y and 2 Ys were taken. So I did 3.
Seriously. Wow.
There it is.
I thought it
I
was
think
like maybe like he was screaming like I'm a viper, or
I
something
think
like
he
that. Like, oh
I
yeah,
think it's
that's
a
the name.
wrestler. I think it's a wrestler. We'll
Oh,
maybe
okay. There you go.
maybe we'll have to get him on the stream and we can ask him more
Oh,
questions. Hey
that'd be nice.
guys.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, team mail.
Right?
Let's
I
see.
actually, I actually had the Dwayne Wade sidekick 3, no less. And
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't even a Dwayne Wade fan. I don't know why I bought it. I got talked into it or something.
They probably had a special or something, no?
Yeah, something like that. But it was a special limited edition, so I still have it actually in my bedroom. So go figure.
If when you eventually retire it, I'm sure maybe
Oh, it's been retired for you.
a certain someone can
The
unravel.
battery's like on the other side of the room, like whatever. It's all a mess.
Ah.
It's not exact. Maybe if I'd saved it in the box and had, it's in mint condition, it'd be. I could sell it on eBay to some collector. But yeah, no, I wouldn't even embarrass myself or insult someone by doing that. Plus, they wanted it for parts or something, but I don't know why.
Viper actually uses Viper on his LinkedIn. And on
There you
Clubhouse.
go.
You're supposed to use your
Yeah,
real
but
name
I
on
think he mentioned that he has 2 LinkedIn accounts, one for personal and one for business. So
But are they both Viper?
no, I don't think so. He did mention at some point that he made a mistake putting his experience or something or university. I don't remember what. He put on both profiles, and then he said that maybe someone will track it down, and he doesn't really want to tie up the personal account with the Viper one, and he changed it quickly.
Right.
So that's why he has this Viper, because he wants to have a profile, LinkedIn profile for his stage name, let's say.
Yeah.
I was checking now on Twitter because we were discussing about phones, and I remember that I did that, and I found it. I did it, I think, a couple of weeks ago. At some point I did. I put I don't know, like a list and with pictures with all my previous phones that I had, and I have all of them right there. And I was now trying to count them.
Oh my god.
Good. What's the next thing you're gonna unravel there, Tech? You have your next device in mind, or whatever appears, because I know sometimes people send you stuff or give you stuff.
Yeah, I still have a couple of things, but they're not. I have an iPhone 4 that I still have here. I did the iPhone 4S. I know they're similar, but still, it's a different device. I'll do that as well.
Different color.
Someone no, it's the same one, unfortunately.
Okay.
So, yeah. Someone did promise me that he knows for sure that one of my colleagues that he has the original iPhone somewhere in his house.
Oh wow!
So I
That's
want
gonna
to make that one. Yeah, indeed. And then I have some, those palms with the stylus that with Windows on them. There is a device that I have, and probably I'll do. I don't know how many interaction I will get for that one, but I'll still do.
Were they? That was one of the first devices to have a stylus, right? At least one built in.
Yeah, I think so. Or at least they made it a bit more popular.
The Palm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Getting phone numbers, I'm sure, was something like, let me see, what's your, take the pen out. What's your phone number? I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems weird.
My boss had one. She thought she was the shiz. I mean,
well,
trust me, she was not the shiz, but she thought she was the shiz. That was the
if she's already, well, then there you go.
Yeah.
That's the effect that Palm once had, I'm sure. Any questions that you guys have for me, for each other, for the chat, or chat? 6 of you. If you guys come up with one question each, we could probably get another hour out of that. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, just to set you straight on that song, it's Big Yellow Taxi, Mark by Joni Mitchell, the great Joni Mitchell.
Well, we don't want to get a copyright strike, so we don't want to get copyright strikes over here. So careful.
Well, I'm not singing it. I'm just saying it. Right.
I think you're allowed to sing it. Supposedly, you're allowed to sing it because karaoke, or for whatever reason, falls under.
Here's a serendipitous thing. It was covered by the Counting Crows, which you know who they are. Kind of doesn't the singer have a little resemblance to you? I think, right? Adam Duritz.
I'd have to see a photo.
Probably. Yeah. Oh, trust me. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not just Jason Momoa Jr. You're Adam
That's
Rich
right.
Jr. or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Tech? Any questions for us Americans over here on the West?
Mm.
Why aren't you allowing me to come over? I want to come over and I can't. I was planning to do a trip at the end
Seriously?
of September.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Probably because of
there
global
isn't a
pandemic.
direct. Yeah, indeed. But I thought that I forgot that there is a rule that you cannot really travel from Schengen space.
Mm,
Romania is not in Schengen, but there isn't a direct flight, and I do have some options, but they're way too expensive. And first of all, I want to buy something that is refundable. Other than that, I will not do it. So
right.
yeah, probably I will not do it very soon,
Yeah, I
unfortunately.
wouldn't I mean I don't travel much. I mean even before this most of the traveling that we
No, I
would
like
do, and by
traveling.
we I mean my family, like I was a kid, so they would, they figured out how to do all that stuff, like as far as booking things, and or booking in advance, or getting like how you said, some sort of a guarantee, or at least an extended window in which you could cancel with little to no fees. That would be one of the first things that I would look at, like how can I book something um with this much uncertainty. I would want that assurance, at least, or the most assurance possible, that if something were to change, because we don't know what's gonna happen, or
Right.
who's gonna mess it up for everybody else, and not just like an individual, like like wherever you were planning on flying out of or into could change their policy ahead
Yeah,
of
yeah,
maybe some sort of other mandate, or the airline, right, could say, hey, no more, sorry, we're canceling your thing, or here's a voucher or something for, yeah, so that
yeah. If
sucks.
that's the case, if they cancel it, it's fine. But there are still flights, and people can still come over, but not as tourists like I would come.
Oh, okay.
So
I was just gonna ask you, is it business or tourist, like pleasure?
no, well, not even business because the visa that I have it's also for work, but not all type of works. I think like
Yeah.
workshops and stuff like that. I think I can do with the visa that I got, but not even that is not allowed for now. Only residents or citizens of US can come over if they are in Europe. But yeah,
So
Any
only,
next time.
particular area or cities in the U.S. that you want to see?
Well, it was in New York area because I have a cousin there, and I was
There you go.
hoping to go at least to spend at least a week with him, and then maybe to do some traveling as well. So
yeah,
at least 2 weeks. That was the
uh,
plan.
if Americans can come on in with new variants of COVID, why can't Tech Unravel? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's strange,
Yeah,
where you could be you could be a carrier, and they, hey, come on in. You have a passport? Sure, get in here. It's a
yeah,
little weird.
I understand, but I really do miss travel. I mean, I used to travel a lot before,
Me
and
too.
I miss it a lot. So who knows? If I cannot go and come there, maybe I'll look for something else. But I really want to do
Mhm.
something by the end of the year.
What would be an alternate place to visit if you were intending to come to the States? What's a second choice? Canada,
You mean
or are they
in that
stricter?
area,
This
or
guy, I don't
doesn't
know.
really matter?
I don't know. I'm asking the questions.
He's hoping you'll say San Francisco. That's or San Jose.
Oh no,
So
well,
just
I mean, outside of the U.S., where could you get
uh,
a similar Western experience? Because they people or don't isn't the joke that like the U.S. Canada is what the U.S. was supposed to be, like in the perfect um
yeah,
experiment, and like like, oh, like Canada, right? It's like it's if aliens, what aliens think America would be if they like recreated it, it would be that.
yeah,
I've heard that one
yeah.
before.
Well, it's one right because it's one continent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what because otherwise I wouldn't come to something similar. I'm not looking for something similar. If it's not US, then probably I will go to I don't know somewhere where it's hot. Probably in the winter, winter in Romania, I will go somewhere hot, and I used to do that in the past. So probably I'll do that. Who knows?
We have a name
Depends a
for
lot
those
on
people.
restrictions.
We have a name for those people here, Sylvia. They're called snowbirds. So a lot of people live up where I'm in North New Jersey, right near New York City, and a lot of people have, if they have the money, they'll have a place in Florida, for example. Then they fly down and
Yeah,
say end of October, early November, stay there for those few months, and then fly back to New York, say in April or May, and they just have two residences. And I guess you
well,
could say
that's
best of both worlds. So you get New York in the good months, and you get Florida in the bad months that are the months that are bad up here. So.
Which would be good over there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
not in this way. Only a holiday. I don't have other places to stay, and I don't own them,
Yeah.
but still a holiday. Who knows? Maybe
Cool though.
in Asia somewhere, it's hotter.
Now, can you travel within Europe? The Euro was it Europass, Eurorail, or is that all restricted to with the pandemic?
I have it depends on the country. For some, they have restrictions because they are maybe on red zone, or you can travel, but once you come back, you maybe have to be quarantined. But I know that if you have vaccine, you should be fine. So
Cool.
as a general rule, it should be fine, but there are some restrictions. But it shouldn't be too complicated to do that.
That's great.
So yeah. I did
We're
travel this summer. I went to Greece, but with my car, and
oh,
because it's close to
Nice.
Romania. So
so they do have cars.
in Romania, yeah, we do.
We haven't cracked a joke in a while, so there's gotta keep
We were way too serious.
what
Sylvie, Mark has watched Borat. I don't know if you know the movie Borat one too many times.
is
Playing on
nice.
stereotypes of Eastern Europeans.
Which is not even filmed in Romania. So
Right,
it,
right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's only the joke about Romania, but it's not. And
right.
oh, actually, no, it was filmed in Romania, but it wasn't about Romania. Sorry, the other
I
way around.
thought
Right.
it wasn't. You just said it was. It wasn't. So now I don't know
No,
what.
I made a mistake. I
Bruh,
made a mistake. It
I
was
don't
the
know
other
who to
one.
believe.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna make peace between our peoples.
No, but there are stereotypes like that. And yeah, we have a lot of places like villages where people are actually very, very poor, but they're really beautiful. And I remember now the episode from Top Gear when they came to Romania the first time, and they
Oh,
made a joke that they got the car stuck in a dent or somewhere, and because it was not very populated, and they got horses on the road and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But once they reach that road, because it's a really nice road and with a lot of curves, and yeah, it's beautiful there. And then they said at some point that it's the best road in the world. So they managed to say it okay in the end. But yeah, these are the regular jokes about Romania.
so stereotypes. Which
Where you see them?
stereo? Do you guys
I'm
have?
sure I'm sure Europeans have plenty of stereotypes about Americans, so there you have it, as does the rest of the world, right?
Yeah, and also for Romania, there are it depends. Usually, I don't know if it's the same in US, but in Europe in general, the stereotype about Romania is that we have a lot of gypsies, and yeah,
Yeah, oh,
this is
totally.
what we are known for.
Right.
But yeah, it's again, it's just a stereotype, and yeah, but people
Yeah.
So
are
you don't
making fun of
gypsy
that.
anymore? Tech Unravel? You're not a gypsy anymore, or you are?
Anymore. Only my father and my mother, and I'm not a gypsy.
I I don't even know what I have in my head what I think a gypsy is, but maybe explain it. What is a gypsy over there at least? Because sometimes even the same word is something different. So
So,
Well, it depends. Normally, the gypsies are just people that they used to live in cottages and stuff like that, and they just move around, but they have some specific workload. They build stuff out of different kind of I don't know, aluminum or something like that. They have some specific jobs, so
okay,
they have their
crap,
own way of
a skill.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So they
yeah.
have their own way of traveling and living. They have big families and stuff like that. But then the stereotypes became that they now go to different countries and they are beggars and stuff like that, and that's why
Yeah. Yeah.
people
Okay.
know them
Yeah.
more. But
Yeah.
originally, they are really honest people, and they had this honest work, and the tradition is still there for a lot of them.
Well, even honest people, if they get pushed too far or desperate times, desperate measures. So you'll have to do what you got to do to survive, right? Because I mean, over here, at least from what I've heard growing up, was similar to what would be drifters, I guess, right? Where people that are
Yeah.
moving from place to place to place, and then
Okay.
uh, either providing some sort of service or makeshift goods, or other clever ways of getting things without paying for them or what have you for purposes of providing for your family or surviving, what have you. So
Yeah.
that's usually what I've heard, coming up to. It's like, oh, they're like I guess another one would be like carnies, right? Carnival folk.
Yeah.
They move
Yeah.
from move from place to place. They have a good of service, something that is seemingly of a little to no intrinsic value, but like you're at a carnival, the environment, the atmosphere, you want to have a good time, a little something that I made real fast, to exchange for money so we can sustain, again, providing for your family or what have you. So
We even have. I was thinking even they're not nomadic, but Sylvia, I don't know if you ever heard of the Amish. So they're like an
Yeah.
extreme Christian religious sect. Yeah, and they live in Pennsylvania, and
oh
that is
yeah,
Yeah, and they basically they just kind of live off the land, quote unquote, right? They have
They
their
make
farm.
those-
They stopped tech progress and technology sometime around 1900. So they don't even use telephones. They don't use electricity. They don't drive cars. None of it. Forget about iPhones and Samsungs and all that, and forget none of it. So, but
So no
that's what
flick or
their
fork for
that
them.
yeah, that's what their fundamentalism dictates. That
So they'll
they
never
just
see this live stream.
Hmm?
They'll never see this stream.
they'll never. Yeah, we can say whatever we want about them. They're never going to see it anyway. Exactly.
This guy.
Right. Good one.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What a trip, huh? Isn't that weird? Can you imagine using candles for everything? The amount of wax
Did
that
you
you
ever
must.
see there's I don't know if you guys like know or like Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
So he did what was it, Amish Paradise,
Yeah.
which was a riff off the what was it, Julio
Gangster
Gangsta
Paradise.
Paradise, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Brilliant. And it just shows like it's whole riffs on the whole Amish lifestyle, how they're stuck in the 17 or 1800s, and it's great.
I think also the Family Guy episode of it, Amish Guy. I
Oh,
think that's an
Oh
interesting one.
yeah.
That's a good one.
wow.
You have Family
Cool.
Guy up there, Sylvia?
Yeah, we have
What?
it. Yeah.
Isn't that illegal? That's not illegal. Which brings us to our sponsor, Virtual Private Networks, right, guys? I don't actually say
Yeah,
one
but we have it also on TV. We have streaming services. I think most of them now they are also here. But
Hulu and all those.
I don't remember if Hulu was here. But
Okay.
yeah, we have HBO, Netflix, Amazon Prime. Yeah, what else? Disney is not here yet, but they're planning to do it. And then Apple TV. For Apple TV, I had to switch my account to move to UK because I have a card that is available in UK, and I
Wow.
get that 1 year free from buying the iPhone 12 Max,
Oh,
the 12
right. Yeah.
Pro.
Yeah. Apple TV
Yeah,
Plus
so I'm
for
still with.
Apple
Yeah, so I'm
Music
still
too, right?
using that one.
App-
3 months, I think, for Apple Music. If
Are
I'm
you
not
do you
mistaken.
did you make an account? You took advantage of that? Of the Apple?
Yeah, I created it when they launched the spatial audio just to test it out.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I was like, okay, this is fine, this is
That's
nice. 2 days later, never used it. So
well, you got to listen to
Right.
more music, man. You got to have music.
no,
That's
but I do listen to a lot to music, but I use YouTube Premium, so and
so
YouTube Music in general. So
okay.
that's
So you
why.
get music outside of Romanian music. I don't even know. I know there's a joke in there somewhere, but I don't know what
Right.
Romanian music even would be. So maybe
No, but
send me some
I
maybe
think
some,
you know some Romanian artists as well. But we have Ina. I think you may know Ina.
Yeah.
uh for electronic music or something, maybe dance like or pop music. I may that's probably the best way that I may have heard something from that, at least from that region. I don't know if Romania specifically, but yeah, I'm sure because a lot of them, uh, that's where a lot of that influence comes, either came from or where people get influence from in making those high energy kind of happy dance tracks and dance music anthems, I guess if you will, right? So
Yeah.
No, but I know that I've heard some Romanian songs as well in movies and stuff like that. Well, because they are made specifically for outside, not only for Romania. And we
yeah,
do
Right.
have, I know for sure that you know. I think the most popular one, even though it's not actually from Romania, it's more from Moldavia, our brothers. They're different countries, but they usually come to Romania to get more popular. And you have that song, Maya, you know that
oh
one?
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Damn it,
What
that
what's
is from
that one
Romania.
called? I
What's the
forgot
name
what
of the artist?
Ozone, it's the
it was.
band and
It was a
yeah,
meme for a long time.
Okay.
yeah,
A meme song.
it's
Cool.
I think South
yeah,
Park made fun of it in their meme,
Okay.
meme
Got it.
episode. The guy with the headphones, fat guy with headphones or something like that. I forget.
Okay.
yeah. I
Uh,
know, but I know it's very popular there. I don't know why. I mean, in Romania, we mostly make fun of it. It's not that we don't like it, but it wasn't
well,
Right.
the
you know
best
of
one.
it, so at that point, if you're pulling it up to show your friends and laugh at it, that's a view, right? That's
No,
engagement.
but
That
it
Right.
wasn't that way just to make laugh. I mean, we knew about it. Yeah, it's here, but the band was quite popular, and yeah,
Mhm.
we mostly heard of every song that they came up with. But it wasn't something that we thought that it will be that big. But now it's almost classic, especially there in the US. So yeah, it's
could you
fine.
Right.
imagine having a band and being popular just ironically, where you get booked? Hey, here,
Yeah.
these guys are terrible. Come on, they're performing over here. I'll pay for your ticket so we can laugh at them.
Right.
I'm sure that happens.
I don't know if it was ironically made, that song. Well,
Maybe.
it was at the time, yeah, it was a bit a different type of different genre, but I think they made it seriously, to be honest. But
Right.
it catch up really quick, especially in the US, and now it's quite popular. And I've seen it in a lot of shows or movies, and still
Cool.
today. So yeah,
Yeah, man. So send me some recommendations. I'll check it out. I don't have YouTube. You said what, Red? YouTube Red or YouTube Premium? For
YouTube Music, but I also have Premium because with less than $1 extra, I also can remove the commercials. So I took that one as well.
well, not in video ads and sponsors, huh? Those those
No,
those
no.
stick. Yeah, see? So
But
what's the
how
point?
I remember you asked this last time in your stream. How can you actually remove those? You cannot.
I'm wondering, like,
Mm,
oh, is it now, like, is that too much to ask to where, as a, because then it would come down to the content creator, right? To where how much more work or what would it take to make it worth it for you to have two versions of your video, one without the sponsors and one with, even if you put, like you said, more, give me more money or whatever, however you would come to that agreement to, for people that are already paying for YouTube, right, to opt into, because I know some of them, they make it fun, so they'll make the ad read, or the sponsorship fun. They'll
right.
they'll they'll deliver it, um in their style with a joke
Yeah,
or with their personality. They bring that personality into the video. Still have to, song and dance, entertain people, but also get the, the sponsors, name and what they do or whatever, coupon code or discount code, what have you. I wonder if that's something that they would consider, and if so, what would it take, or what would they want? What would be fair to edit? Not editing a video twice, but just going in, removing these
yeah. Just
two
remove that
parts,
part.
stitching it together.
Yeah, probably they haven't considered this because you can do that. They can just put a specific part or add a chapter, and this
Yeah.
chapter is the paid, and
Well,
the YouTube
that's
algorithm will just know and remove that part if you have premium. So they can implement it in different ways, and they don't have to put
or
Mhm.
at least
two
to put
videos.
put the markers in there and then automate it afterwards to be able to, or have a skip
Yeah,
ad.
so yeah, indeed. Yeah, something like that. So if they want to, they can implement it without making the content creators upload it twice. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't think they want to do that. I mean, it's something just for the creators. It's not for them. So who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe in time, but yeah, those are still there, of course,
Well,
as you know.
they've definitely gotten craftier the last year or two, right? Because it used to be, see, you completely Apple people like you, Mark, don't know this, but what you could do without having YouTube Premium, you could actually on
Yes.
Android, you could when you could see the ad the ad breaks in a video, right? You would just fast forward your red progress bar all the way to the end, right? Manually with your finger, and then hit replay, and the ads would be gone. But now they're embedding the ads, I guess, right? And you don't see the
Right.
cuts. So yeah, so
Well,
you're stuck with it either way.
so most of the YouTube consuming that I do or prefer to do is on one of my, the TVs, right? Because they're bigger, and you know, uh, I can have my phone doing something else or just not using it, and say for example, my morning routine, get coffee, or let the, hang out, say hi to the dog or whatever, and it's, I can hear it and it's happening there. But when I am, ready to sit down or grab the remote, when I go through, what do they call it, scrubbing, when I scrub through the line, I see the tiny, thumbnail version of it, so I can see it and I can skip, 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 skip. Okay, now we're back to the video, and then that's usually how I do it, if I care enough to, like, no, it was getting good, because they put the ad right in the middle where, when it's
Yeah,
good, and I'm like, of course they're gonna do that. But other times, I'm like, okay, well, I just want to continue with the video, so whether it was
yeah.
good or not, like, let me finish this and then go to another video or something else like that, or another, um stream or whatever, just to finish, like, oh shoot, I forgot so and so was streaming.
Hmm.
Let me fast forward through this.
Yeah,
Because sometimes I don't mind. Like, it's like, I guess, a cell phone break or a Twitter break, right? When the ad comes on,
right.
you're like, oh, I can, let me check the Twitter or do something else or whatever. So commercials do still have their use, but yeah, I mean, I guess that would be similar to what
Yeah,
you
but
were saying, that you can see it on the when you're scrubbing the time on your
Yeah,
yeah, something
with
like
your
that indeed.
subscription.
yeah.
It sounds like, yeah.
But now I think they changed it a bit because for my videos, because I didn't enable ads because I have a very small channel. I don't want to stress people. I mean, they don't come too often, and then when they do that, I don't want to stress them with ads. But
Well,
I've noticed when I
you're
play
not responsible
from
for them, Silvio. You're not responsible for people's emotions, man. All right.
yeah, true.
If
But yeah,
if
I
they
was
let it
thinking
bother
about you
them,
guys. So
you know what I mean? So this goes to all of your fans. No, I'm kidding. No, no, no. I get you. I get you. If it would,
no, but
well, because
now I
that
noticed
would
that
make you
when I
uncomfortable, right? That would
yeah, yeah,
bring
but
some sort of stress to you if you were to have like ads or sponsors, or if you're not ready for
but
it
the
yet.
funny thing is that now if I sometimes I watch also from my videos, I rewatch them just to see and stuff like that. And I do have my personal account, which is YouTube Premium. I don't have any ads, and that's fine. But sometimes I just forget that I'm on my the Tech Unravel account, and I just click on my videos, and then ads start up, and I don't have those, so it's not up to
Gotcha.
me. So they didn't ask for it. Everything is
Right.
blocked from my point of view, but now they enable those ones as well. So I don't like that.
Well, I'm no spring chicken
Yeah,
or winter bee or summer.
this is Siri.
Would it be a text
Wow.
without Siri? Wow.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't use Siri that much, so probably not. She
I
fell
was
asleep.
going to say quietly, Google Assistant isn't as bad, but I know if I say it too loud, everyone's thing's going to go off, right?
Yeah, people still forget to do that. And what's funny is when they remember in one video but forget in the next video or the
Yeah.
next stream. I know like
Yeah.
recorded podcasts comes like, because it's so casual. Like even right now, like we could have set off some speakers, but we're like, oh, don't do that.
Right.
And I don't know if you guys noticed. I know where for you guys can see probably in the corner. It's already been a little over 2 hours, which
Um,
I'm waking up now, but we can end it whenever. We can go a few more minutes, but I was gonna say, for those of you that have Siri, right? Do you notice that she's different depending on what device you know what I mean?
really?
Like on the iPhone, she's
Mm.
one way, on the watch, she's another way, and then on the HomePod,
Mm.
a different. It's like they're. It's like I feel they don't
But
share.
different how?
It's
Mm.
like one will like they're learning separate and they're not talking to each other. They're not syncing, or I don't know. And it's not just me. Other people. I
That's
brought it up,
weird.
and yeah, like some of them, she's worse. She's the experience is worse, or
Mm.
she gets more mistakes on one device than on the other, which I don't even. I don't, it's faster to me to just open up a tab and search or something like
Right.
that.
Now, is this on the current
Yeah.
build of
Yeah, tech
iOS
was
14, or is this actually F15 beta?
no. This is it's been a long time already.
Oh, okay.
I've noticed it since way back where she would be. See, even
Switch to
tech,
Google. Switch
she's
to
different on
Google.
the watch. Yeah, I think the watch one
Weird.
usually is the better version, and then iPhone, and then HomePod in that order. I think usually is what I've seen.
Hmm.
I
Mm.
swear,
Well,
even her voice sounds different on the watch. Yeah, yeah.
hmm.
I don't know what it is, but and I don't know if it's like if like I don't know if it's us up to us or something in the background to like allow I guess give permission. I don't know if it's something we have to opt into so that they can all talk to each other. I would imagine that they're already doing that since it's all Apple, it's all the ecosystem, it's all supposed to be connected. But I feel like if you taught it's you have three different series learning three different ways in whatever way you've interacted with them, right? We're not interacting with everything all the time. It'll be
Right.
whenever
But
you're home.
that makes no sense. Why would they not be connected?
It,
Because then you're going to get two different answers,
it
right, on
seems
two
like
different
that.
devices.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it seems
Maybe
like
they're trying to think about different scenarios. Some things you would
maybe.
ask the watch because it's easier, and some things it's easier on the HomePod. Who knows? I'm just thinking. And
Mm.
now that you're saying it, because I don't really use Siri too much, I only have a couple of shortcuts because I have Home Assistant that I made with the Raspberry Pi, and I have an old AC air conditioner, and I had to implement some shortcuts, and I put those for Siri as well. And because it doesn't remember, it will always switch to a specific the temperature, and I had to put two different ones: AC cold and
Mm.
AC hot, depending on which one I want. And I set it up, and on the phone it was fine every time. AC cold, it understood every time. And when I tried it with my watch, never once it understood. Instead of cold, he always thought that I want to call someone. So never once on the watch it worked. On the phone, it was fine every time.
I wonder if it's
So
like onboard learning that's happening also.
I think so. I think that's the case, and
Some,
they're not synchronizing it.
yeah, for some. I wonder if they're aware of it. Maybe I mean, again, if people don't say anything, then they'll never know about it, right? So enough people need
And
to.
who uses Siri? I mean, probably that's why.
Right. That's for
Well,
starters. Right?
now that's the catch-22. Like, how can we improve it if no one is willing to report on or opt into the analytics or whatever whatever's available to us to?
Just use Google.
Right.
I
It's
guess.
way better.
Is that how we're gonna end? Just first of all, Google's
Right.
not even in the title or description. I guess so.
But
Well,
still, just one quick thing. I had read a couple years recently, a year or two, or maybe it was a little further, but that Siri is mostly an American whatever thing because it's like what is it? Now let me ask you: is your Siri in Romanian or is it in English and like understands American Romanian accent in English?
Well, that's curious because I didn't even consider it because I usually have my phones in English. I never put them in
Okay.
Romanian. It's too awkward for
Yeah.
me to have them in Romanian. Everything,
Right.
the Windows or Mac OS or everything is in English for me. So I never tried. I wanted to enable for Google Home. I think I tried last year, but it wasn't in Romania available yet. Because for that one, I did want to have it for home
right.
automation. I wanted it to be in Romanian. But for Siri, to be honest, I never tried it. I'll have to check. But
Yeah.
I think it is because someone mentioned that the dictation it's really good. So just to if you do it in
Okay.
Romania to send texts, someone said that it's really good. I never tried it, but if that works, I'm hoping that also the Home Assistant works. Who knows?
Yeah,
But I'll give it a try.
I think voice to text and dictation is another thing too. Sometimes that's hit or miss. Same thing with autocorrect. I've seen it where say I'm dictating something on the watch and it'll get it right, and then as it like finalizes it, it'll change it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh God,
You had
yeah.
the right word because it's still like listening and still here's what you meant. You didn't mean this. You meant that. Let me fix
Right.
that before I send it. But you can't stop it because it's
Right.
like it's sent, so it moves from when you can like compose and then it gets sent. So
It's
there's a
too late.
pause
Yeah.
where I get to see the final thing and it changes a word or uses say if there's times where it learns your typos. So sometimes it'll fix but make an error and
Right.
it'll revert back to the typo version because I've typed in that typo specifically so many times prior. So it's like, oh yeah, you type this all the time. Boom.
Right.
And then
I
sends it off. I'm
think
like,
that's the
oh
case because even if you do have only one language selected, which I have only English,
Right.
sometimes now I see that if I write in Romanian and the autocorrect pops up, he actually tries to correct with the proper word.
Well, that's
So
cool.
he knows probably from previous times that I wrote that this is the normal word, and I don't have Romanian selected anywhere. So it's only based on my previous writing. Because in Romanian we also have some uh, different characters as well. Not too many, but like we have an S with something below, and when I'm writing, I don't use that at all. I just use a regular S. So
Right.
autocorrect will fix that. Normally, it should put the proper character, not the only an S. But this kind of things, it's putting with a normal S because it knows from previous writing. So probably that's the case also for you, Mark. Probably you made that typo way too much, and
and it's like it's part of the library now. It's the what do they call it? The
Right.
dictionary, right?
exactly,
Like
yeah.
the
Right.
user dictionary where it learns about you. And so back to the other thing you were saying is so no more Google for you. Now you need to do more Siri research. Silvio.
No, I will stick with Google.
No. You know too much, Google. Oh, it's the best thing ever. Now
I
help us.
I
Help
have
us
I,
make. Uh-oh, what do
There.
you
I
show
have the
us?
Google Home Max right there. So
Nice.
Show
See
off.
that? Take note, Mark. Take notes.
Never. That would involve
no,
writing,
it's
and that's part of reading and writing. Never.
everything that I bought in the home automation area. It's was in mind with the Google Assistant. I
So you
did
have
made a couple of things with the Raspberry with the Home Assistant from for Siri, but that was just to play around, just do some programming and learn some stuff. But that's it. I don't
so
plan to switch to
you have a
Siri.
smart home, Sylvia.
Yeah, most of it. Yeah, it's well, I have a lot of workarounds, let's say, for them, but they
Right.
work.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think one of the cool things about like even because most of them they run Android, right? It's all like Android based um smart locks or smart plugs or smart
Yeah.
assistants or whatever. So all of
not
that
necessarily, but they're compatible.
right. So right what I was gonna say is that they're from different manufacturers, but because it's the similar language, or at least in the background that they're
I
all
mean
able,
the protocol.
they can all mesh together, right? So they're all like it's a similar, so it's easy. I would hope so. The integration, if say you were to get something as a gift and it's not the same brand as the one you already have, you can still use it. Put it in a room somewhere and connect to the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, and boom, there it is.
And this is why I tried to have everything compatible with the Google Assistant, because I knew that I would stick with this. And also I tried to avoid as much as possible things that come with hubs. I don't want to have too many hubs like Philips. I don't have any Philips Hue in my house. I have
Yeah.
some different ones, but not things like that have hubs.
Yeah,
And for the
not
more
lights
dumb
are
ones, I have
Adobe.
some. I have a device like this, like a Broadlink,
Okay.
Okay.
which has infrared and radio frequency, so I can control different stuff around the house. And actually, this is what I use for my air conditioning, because it just mirrors the code from the remote. So that's why I said I have workarounds, but it works, so I'm good with that.
So Romania has all these same technology that we have. That's interesting.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
I'm gonna need a time, some time to process all of this. Again, there's a lot of information all at once.
At some point, I'll send you a screenshot of my internet
There you
speed to show you.
Yeah, sure. And Romanian music.
Yeah,
So
Romania, I'll do that.
that's
Yeah,
your homework now.
I'll,
Well, I think
I wrote it down.
that's it. I had a great time. Hopefully you guys had a great time. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Appreciate
guys
it.
are,
me well.
you're the
Thanks
guest,
for
but
having us.
so I have to at least have fun too, right? No, all
Well,
of
you would hope.
yeah. I
We
would
only
hope
have
so.
four streamers left, so probably 3 of them are from us. So I think we only have 1 left, but
I don't
we
have
Yeah.
had
a
fun.
I don't have the YouTube video open, so I
Yeah.
Oh,
wonder if
so at least 2.
No, he's right.
So
Yeah, this one person.
I don't have it open. Well, thanks to the replay squad, the lurkers, everyone who participated in the chat at least one time. Sharkfin, thanks for coming on. Silvio,
Thanks,
awesome
man.
to get to see you face to camera to face.
yeah,
This
to
was fun.
unravel my face.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that surprise. We were gonna build it up, and he was just like, "Whoop, whoop." So that was okay.
Yeah, but you just started talking, so okay. Probably he missed the cue, and then I'll just
No, I know
okay, I'll
this
do
was.
that.
I mean, yeah, it's the whole thing again with time zones being so different. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
say maybe.
what time is it there, Silver? It's late,
What
right? 10 o'clock?
It's 11:17.
Wow. Okay.
PM.
Almost
So you're
midnight.
7 hours ahead of us, even with daylight savings, right?
You got to say
Yeah.
AM or PM, Silvio. Come on,
I said PM, but you
PM.
weren't listening. I know this.
this
I
guy.
know this. I didn't send 23:17, so because this is what I use. I don't use AM and PM.
Anyways,
Again, something that you
military
don't really
time.
want to.
Military time. Or people that
Exactly, yeah, that's the one.
20,
Yeah,
23. It's 23 over there. See, even that's weird. Bunch of weirdos.
Well, that means he's 10 hours ahead of you, Mark, right? Yeah.
Look at this.
Wow.
See, I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Get that
Wow.
out of here. Wait, was that an iPhone?
yeah.
Mhm.
It said
Oh,
12
notch.
Pro.
Oh, okay.
Boo.
That's right.
No.
Yeah, you said. Well, all right. Well,
He's
now
my
we're
first one, Sharpin. So
Fair
now
enough. Fair enough.
now we have 6, so we got 2 more people that popped in. Thank you guys for stopping in, but maybe go back to the beginning because we're gonna wrap it up here. Again, thank you to Silvio, Tech Unravel. I think we dropped
thank you
your
for having me.
I'll edit it. I'll put your thing in the description so they can check out your teardown videos and the frames that you make from the again, that's cool art that you make related
you.
to tech art. And then I believe on the Twitters. So yeah, Sharkfin, Tech Unravel, mine's cut off, but if you go backwards, and I think also I'll put it in the description. We're usually more active there. I guess
Yeah,
I
you
will.
just put my Twitter, and then if you do Clubhouse, that's cool too. Whatever.
Most of us
Yeah, I
left.
have the same one for everything. So
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Just standardize everything.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the end broadcast button. I have to remember to hit it twice. So we'll do where's my thing? Peace. Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see ya
Thanks all.
Bye. Thank you.
Good night. Bye.
any minute.